Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh! Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa! Fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Whoa! Fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Woo! Black and gold on the field tonight. Another summer night under the lights. The city shining by the riverside, PNC glowing as the sun goes down. Every fan has a story to tell, every seed holds a dream somehow. The bridges stand like they always have, watching generations pass. From April days to October hopes, we're chasing every chance we have. Hear the crowd begin to sing, feel the energy it brings. Raise the Jolly Roger high, let it wave across the sky. Every pitch and every play, Pittsburgh pride won't fade away. Black and gold, we're standing strong, through the highs and all the long nights. We'll be here with Dr. Delay. Raise the Jolly Roger today. The Skenes takes the mound, the crowd comes alive. Fastballs blazing as they fly by. Ashcraft battles with a fearless heart, bringing the fire right from the start. Reynolds keeps the lineup moving along, steady and strong when the game's on the line. O'Neal Cruz can change it with one mighty swing, sending moonshots where the outfielders dream. Brandon Lowe brings power when the moment is big, finding the gaps and delivering jacks. Ryan O'Hearn steps in, ready to fight, helping keep the offense rolling all night. Spencer Horwitz strikes through every at-bat with the coolest bat flips. After the fact, Nick Speedy Gonzalez is flying around, turning base hits into extra ground. Connor Griffin's future shines bright, a young bucko chasing the spotlight. The next generation is coming our way, building tomorrow while winning today. While winning today. We've waited through the storms, held on through every year. Still the city fills these stands, still the voices persevere. Through every rebuild, every dream, every season in between, the river keeps rolling, the fans still stand.
We've got some early Sunday morning baseball for you guys right here on the Dr. Delay Network. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, bringing you coverage of the Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Game 3 of the series, where, of course, each team has taken a game. Of course, the Pirates winning a pitching duel, rare sighting yesterday, where the bullpen actually looked very good. Bubba Chandler looked really good. And, of course, now it's Paul Skenes on the mound to try to take the rubber match of this series, so hopefully the Pirates can make it happen and give themselves some breathing room as they enter today 36-35. The Marlins 35-36. Both teams very much in it. And again, here we go. Here's the NL wildcard standings. As you can see, entering today, the Cardinals, Phillies, and Padres would have the spots. Of course, the Cubs are actually locked into that spot at the moment as well, as they're tied with the Padres. Pirates, Nationals, only a game back. For those that are saying the season is over, well, I don't know. Tell that to everybody else, because, again, they're very much in it. And, again, hopefully we can get a win today on this fairly nice Sunday. Not so much where I am. It's raining where I am, but hopefully not so much over where you guys are. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we have a great game today. And yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say other than it is almost game time in Pittsburgh. Let's see here. Again, appreciate you guys all for hanging out. Dave, SB, Russell, Scott, Anthony, appreciate you, man. Jose, Jed, appreciate you guys all. Fulton, appreciate you, man. Manny as well. Buenos dias, Manny. Kurt as well. Thank you, Trisk. I saw you, Trisk. Carl, thank you guys all for hanging out. Paul Skenes again on the mound for the Pirates, so he'll be tasked with trying to keep these Marlins off base. Again, the Marlins can get on base, and they will make you pay. Haven't really seen too much of the base stealing threat of the Marlins this series, but they do lead the majors in steals, as Paul Skenes is just now getting on the mound. So again, a little bit of a delay for me. Hopefully we are about ready in a few. So we'll just look over at the starting lineup for the Miami Marlins, since they'll be batting first. Liam Hicks is going to be leading off for the Marlins. He'll be followed by Otto Lopez, Kyle Stowers, Xavier Edwards, Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, Jacob Marcy, Joe Mack, and Connor Norby. It's not Norsby. I forgot to change that. That is on me. Oh my gosh, I'm a disgrace. Anyway, it is what it is. Connor Norby batting ninth for the Marlins. May as well go over the Pirates since we have some time to kill. Spencer Horwitz going to be leading off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn, Nick Gonzalez, Tyler Callahan, Jake Mangum, Jared Triolo, and Henry Davis. Again, as good of a lineup as you're going to get. Obviously, there's no Endy today, but, you know, it's, of course, Paul Skenes, and Paul Skenes loves some Henry Davis. And, again, we'll just have to sacrifice the bat for some better defensive play. That's what we're going to hope for today, because, yeah, I mean, again, it's really been a lot of runs scored against these Pirates. Davis has been out, so maybe he comes back. But, again, yesterday, a really good game by the bullpen and by, of course, Bubba Chandler. So, again, we're still about a minute or so away from us starting. Again, hopefully the Pirates can get it together. I mean, obviously, kind of a underrated story is that the Pirates haven't really been able to do much on offense, and that's normally not the case. It's the offense that is having to do everything, and the pitching is what lets them down. But yesterday, again, it was the pitching that rose to the occasion. Old-fashioned 3-2 win. Again, appreciate you, Casey, for hanging out. Miss Mary, welcome on in. Hopefully, again, you had a very happy birthday yesterday. Again, the Pirates hopefully gave you a very nice birthday present there. Christopher, how's it going? Born in Reading, yes. Definitely born in Reading, and no longer living there, but yes, born in Reading. Lived, I guess, where did I live? Well, I can't really provide specifics just in case there's some creeps out there, but been about 20 miles west of Reading, I guess. Yeah. How's it going, Bob? Welcome on in. Brian, USA, appreciate you guys. Thank you guys again for hanging out as Hicks is about to step in the box, and we're about ready for some baseball. Hicks is batting .272, OPS of .834, 13 homers and 51 RBIs on the season. As Skenes is ready, begins the windup, and here is the pitch, and that's a fastball in the inside corner, and it's not called a strike. Skenes is wondering, where did it miss? And I don't know if Henry Davis, I don't know, he just wasn't ready for that. That's pretty crazy. So Davis is going to come out and talk to Skenes, and the umpire's going to have also talked to Skenes, I suppose. What the heck was that? Well, that was a pitch, a really perfect pitch on the inside corner. I mean, the whole baseball was in the zone, and the umpire did not grant it to him. And now, of course, there's a pitch com not violation, but just a malfunction. And we saw this actually 3 times in the first inning yesterday with the Pirates, with Endy and Bubba. So I don't know what's going on with the Pirates and their pitch comms, but I don't know. Then again, you know, it led to a win, so maybe that's what we need to do, is just kind of slow the pace of play. Though it's only in the first inning, so I have no idea. Let's see who else we got here. Again, appreciate you guys. Jay, welcome on in. Good to see you. Let's go Pirates. The Niz is back. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out this series. And good luck, of course, the rest of the way. I'm sure we'll see you guys later down the road, I think in the second half of the year. Did have a very happy day. Thank you all so much. Of course. I'm glad the Pirates could make it happen. Scott, how's it going? Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. His helmet falls off. 1-1, 94 on the splitter. Hopefully Skenes take it easy on it. Well, you know, he's been kind of struggling as of late. Did have a nice outing against the Dodgers. 6 innings, only 2 earned, so... You know, 3 ERA, that'll work. Not usually what Skenes can. Skenes is, of course, capable of much more, but as of late, they'll take that, as that's going to be downstairs. 2-1, just missing there on the fastball. Umpire is really tight again. Flat out missed the first pitch of the ball game, so hopefully that's not a tone setter for what is to come. As it's a 2-1 count to Hicks, as Skenes kicks and deals. Trying to backdoor him there, could not get the call. 3-1. To Hicks, just outside. Let's go on Mikey. Jack's on the house. Let's go Bucks. Yep, Callahan, Mr. Duval County himself, is batting 6th today for the Pirates. The 3-1, that's outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Marlins. As that'll bring up Otto Lopez, batting .345, OPS of .860, 5 home runs, 31 RBIs. Brian, thank you for becoming a member. W's in the chat for Brian. Thank you for your support of the channel. That really does help out a lot, so thank you very much. The more members, the more emojis, though we are a bit away from the next potential emojis. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. And Lopez leads the MLB in batting average. Is a guy that just... You know, we, of course, are praising Nick Gonzalez, which his batting average has actually dipped. Otto Lopez is Gonzalez on steroids. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2 to Otto Lopez. Of course, you might notice a different number today. I was able to figure this out. This is the sub count. Again, we're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. So the goal is to get 10,000 by the time this hits 0. So, again, thank you guys. Again, we've already gained some subsidies, so thank you very much for that. 0-2 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2. So, trying to make that happen. It was the ump's fault for sure, 100%. Again, thank you guys for the W's. Thank you, Brian, again. Watching on your TV, we're blacked out again in Pittsburgh for today's game. Thank you for doing this. Mary in Pittsburgh. Appreciate you, Mary. Thank you very much. As that's going to be hit to left. That's going to be a foul ball. So we got 2 Marys in the chat. That's pretty interesting. Well, sorry. I'm on the big screen. I'm on the TV, so that's not good. More of this is never a good thing. 1-2 count. Skenes sets and delivers. High and in. Almost hits Lopez. And it's 2-2. Yeah, Lopez had to get out of the way there on that sweeper. That just didn't really sweep much. 2-2 to Lopez. Skenes readies. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We will take that. Strikeout number 1. Hopefully the first of many, as that'll bring up Kyle Stowers, the DH today for the Marlins. Spanning .216, OPS of .680, 5 home runs, and 21 RBIs. No emoji problem with the iPhone. There we go. Skenes readies and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike 0-1. Blacked out in Jacksonville because of the Marlins. Oh, I see. Love this channel. Appreciate you, man. Yep. That's if you live in a market and you can't catch, again, I live in Texas, so I can't watch the Pirates whenever they play the Rangers or the Astros, as that's going to be popped up. That's going to be a foul ball. Of course, I had to buy the Astros package. They provided a monthly package for $20. So, and of course, I had a lot of support the last month, so I'm like, I'm going to go and make the investment and just spend the $20 for 3 games, and it was worth it. It really was. It was a good series for the channel. The Rangers don't offer such a thing. I think it was only a yearly thing, so that's why I could not do the Rangers series. 0-2 count. Skenes looks over at first. Sets in, fires to Stowers, checks his swing, does not commit. It's 1-2 to Stowers. Let's go in Jersey, welcome on in. Leo, welcome on in. LJ, how's it going? Here's the 1-2 to Stowers. That's going to be off the plate, 2-2. So we got Duvall pulling for Paul to get 6 Ks today. So I don't know if Duvall is betraying his Marlins or maybe not a Marlins fan. But I hope he gets 6 and plenty more. 2-2, the pitch. That's going to be a changeup in the dirt, 3-2. Regardless, welcome on in. 3-2 to Stowers. And had a really nice year last year. Started late this year, didn't start on opening day due to injury. The 3-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Paul Skenes. And there's 2 away. As Xavier Edwards will make his way to the plate again. He's batting .300. OPS of .825, 6 homers, and 24 RBIs. Xavier Edwards, Otto Lopez, really solid contact hitters. Marlins have some guys. They really do. Skenes sets and delivers. Tried to backdoor him there. Could not get the call. 1-0. Umpires really having a tight zone for now anyway. Sure it could change. Edwards with 78 hits on the season. That's 5th most in the National League. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fold him with the splitter. 1-0. Edwards was swinging way out in front. You're a Yanks fan, pulling for you guys. Oh, appreciate you, man. Yankees, I believe, are playing the Blue Jays this weekend. 1-1 count. The pitch is, that's a chopper to second. Lau underhands it to Skenes, and he does get him. O'Hearn missed it at first. Luckily, Lau was already moving to his left and backed him up. So, all right, leadoff walk leads to nothing as we go to the bottom of the first. Your score is 0-0 in Pittsburgh. And, of course, we'll check out, again, the lineup. I know we went over this already, but more people have trickled on in. Spencer Horwitz going to be leading off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, then Ryan O'Hearn, Nick Gonzalez, Tyler Callahan, Jake Mangum, Jared Triolo, and Henry Davis. And, of course, again, the Pirates not at full strength today. Won't be for a while, it seems, as Connor Griffin and Oneil Cruz still out. And it looks like it's going to be quite some time. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, for those that are just now discovering the channel, again, the game is on Peacock, so we'll probably get a little bit more of a crowd today, despite, of course, being really early during church hours. because of the game being on Peacock. But anyway, again, I call mostly Pirates. I do bounce around from time to time, though as of late that hasn't really been the case. So my appeal to those that are non-Pirate fans, again, if you're a Pirate fan watching this, you should definitely subscribe. So again, if you're not a Pirate fan, if you like the NFL, that is actually where my channel is at its best. So make sure to subscribe. Again, football coverage, it's going to be here. Of course, the Pirates will still be covered during football season, albeit not on Sundays. And then, of course, Monday night, Thursday night, we'll see where they play and when they play and stuff like that. Because NFL does take priority, as that has definitely been the backbone of the channel. But, of course, again, the Pirates make the playoffs. Well, considering how rare that is, they will take priority once the Pirates do, if the Pirates are able to make the playoffs. So I really hope that's the case. We shall see. But again, if you love the NFL, make sure to subscribe. Again, I cover all 32 teams, at least 5 NFL games a week. That's 10 NFL teams a week. 9, of course, if you want to subtract the Steelers, as they're guaranteed to be covered. All right, Meyer on the mound for the Marlins, as that's going to be upstairs. Called a strike, so I already don't like this umpire. Squeezing Skenes, granting pitches to Max Meyer. Again, really solid, though. Meyer doesn't really need the umpire, as we'll go over his stats in a moment, as Meyer sets and delivers. That's going to be cranked to right, but that's going to be a foul ball. And it's 0-2 to Horwitz. Max Meyer, 6-0 on the year, 2.85 ERA, whip of a 1.09. So stats very similar to Skenes, albeit he is undefeated. And Spencer Horwitz again at the plate, batting .286, OPS of 846, 9 homers, 31 RBIs. As that's a swing and a miss, he struck him out. So Horwitz goes down, and Meyer with his first strikeout of the game. Hopefully that's not a common occurrence for the Pirates. As Brandon Lau will step up, he's batting .245, OPS of 853, 17 home runs, and 46 RBIs. What a player Lau has been for the Pirates. The pitch, as that's right down the middle for a called strike, 95 on the fastball. So 94-95 seems to be Meyer's fastball today. Not really too sure on how it normally is, but that seems to be the case. 0-1 count. The pitch, as that's going to be popped up. That's going to go into foul territory. That's actually a souvenir for a lucky fan. 0-2. Pulling for the no-run first inning. Good luck. Did church stay at 10? Gotcha. What seed are they right now? The Pirates are not seeded. They are not. Neither team right now is in the wild card picture. I guess technically the Pirates, I think they would be 8. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be upstairs. 1-2, 94 on the fastball. Wish Jim Moore was a baseball manager. That would be pretty funny. Playoffs? Don't talk about that, especially for the Pirates. That'd be crazy. 1-2 count. The pitch. Oh, called strike 3. Struck him out. Oh, man. Backdoor breaking ball. I guess it caught the zone. Umpire seems to be very generous there with the Marlins. Not so much for Skenes. That is very interesting, regardless of my feelings about it. 2 outs, 2 away, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. He's batting .265, OPS of 809, 7 home runs and 41 RBIs. Meyer delivers. That's going to be inside, ball 190 on the slider. Let's go Bucks again. Appreciate you, Anthony. You got a lot of stuff happening today. I guess, yeah, the NHL Finals, and I'm going to be watching, of course, the World Cup a little bit. I'm a big soccer guy. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you, Dr. Lay, listening to your play-by-play. Longtime radio listener to baseball. Been listening to baseball on the radio since I was a kid in the 70s. Well, glad to have you, Sean. Thank you again for the compliments. Thank you for listening in. Here's the 1-0, as that's going to be upstairs 2-0. And I try my best to sound like the old school guy. I know I don't have the... I guess I have the voice, but I don't have the voice at the same time. It's not like a low, gruffy, cool voice. It's just me. So that's going to be in there for a called strike 2-1. So Reynolds. Duval Gaming, your Marlins fan in here. Welcome on in. We got some Marlins fans here. Jose, again, a big Marlins fan. He's been here for a while. Here's the 2-1. That misses just beneath the zone. 3-1. Spamming the sliders here. A lot of sliders to Reynolds. Jose, I believe you were here with college football, I want to say, is when you joined the channel. 3-1 the pitch. And that's going to be inside. Ball for Reynolds. Draws another walk. That's something he's really been doing very well this year. Not as much as of late, but hey, you know, that'll work. Reynolds with an on-base percentage of .452 at home this year. So Reynolds, when he's at PNC, pretty much half the time he's getting on base. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn, spanning .282, OPS of .810, 10 home runs, 35 RBIs. The pitch, and that's going to be a fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1, 96 on the fastball, ramping up a little bit there to O'Hearn. O'Hearn had a nice day yesterday. What did he have? I think 2 or 3 hits, I believe. Yep, 2 hits, including an RBI. 0-1. Meyer fires. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down below the zone. Got him to chase 0-2. Rooting for in hockey, I guess I'm going with the Hurricanes. Here's the 0-2 to O'Hearn. That's going to be a sweeper off the plate. 1-2. Meyer at 15 pitches. Skenes, I believe, ended the first at 20. One and 2 counts as Meyer sets, kicks, and fires. That's a ground ball to third. Tosses to second, and Reynolds is out for out number 3. All right, we go to the top of the second. Your score 0-0 in Pittsburgh. And, of course, due up for the Marlins will be Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, and then Jacob Marcy. There you go. Those will be your 3 hitters for the Marlins. Hopefully that's all we see. Yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well. Normally during the end of the innings, we try to get to the other scores across Major League Baseball, but of course, we're the early game. No other baseball games for about another 40 or 50 minutes or so. So it's going to be a little bit. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Welcome on in. Let's see with Walt. How's it going, Walt? Welcome on in from Broward County. Streak continues. I guess so. Why are we mid? We're just mid. All of us are mid. Again, this is the wild card standings. Just added this little graphic a few days ago. Again, the Pirates a game back from the Cubs and the Padres. The Marlins 2 games back. So again, both these teams very much in it. I know the Pirates, I don't know how the Marlins fan base is, but I know the Pirates fan base is very pessimistic. But I mean, despite how bad the Pirates have been, they're still very much in it. And really, again, I don't know what the expectations of those, guys that are saying to sell the team, or not sell. I mean, obviously, it's fine if nothing were to sell. But to those that are saying that the season's over, that, we're going to trade, it's like, I don't know what the expectations were. I was just happy if we'd be competing for the playoffs. I think the playoffs is a possibility. I'm not too sure on what the situation was there, how high the standards were. I don't know. Don't know what to tell those guys. All right, Heriberto Hernandez at the plate, spanning .236, OPS of .688, 5 home runs, 25 RBIs on the season. As Skenes readies, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 196 on the sinker. Feel about the Steelers? I feel pretty good. New coach, new voice. We're going to be playing to win, not to hopefully not lose. That's kind of the philosophy the Steelers have had the last, probably 4 or 5 years. So it'd be nice to see us be aggressive for a change. 0-1 count as Skenes readies, rocks and fires. Sweeper down and away, 1-1 to Hernandez. Been watching them since 2017. Yeah, he had a lot of talent there. 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 to Hernandez. 96 on the sinker. Cameron put 10K on Pittsburgh. I really hope you're joking. And if you have that money lying around, that is very, very nice of that. It's going to be downstairs 2-2. Wish I could say the same. $1,000 just chilling, just putting it on the Pirates. Two and two to Hernandez. Skenes kicks and delivers as that's going to be sent out to left field. And, Reynolds is back at the wall. That ball is gone. Hernandez with a solo shot to lead off the top of the second as the Marlins lead 1-0. I was thinking Reynolds might be able to make a play here, but no, that ball was a few seats back. So Hernandez hits his 6th home run of the season, giving the Marlins a 1-0 lead over the Pirates. And that'll bring up Owen Casey's batting .214. OPS of 656, 6 home runs and 35 RBIs. The pitch, and that's a fastball upstairs, 1-0. How's it going, Jeff? Welcome on in. One and 0. The pitch, and that's going to be fouled back 1-1. Skenes' daytime ERA is 6.93. If that's true, that is interesting. I would not have guessed that. But maybe that is interesting. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll look that up. 1-1, the pitch. That's going to be a fastball inside, 2-1. Marlins, again, not really known for the long ball. They're actually 28th in all of baseball with home runs, and yet they've nabbed one there. 2-1. Skenes kicks and fires. That's going to be chopped foul 2-2 to Casey. Marlins are entering. Well, they lost yesterday. The Marlins actually have been the. I don't know if that's the case anymore after yesterday, but they actually had the best record in all of June. The Pirates are catching the Marlins at a really bad time. They were able to win yesterday. 2-2 count. Skenes kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's now 3 strikeouts for Paul Skenes, as there's one out in the top of the second. And Jacob Marcy will be at the plate batting .203, OPS of 640, 3 home runs and 17 RBIs. Let's go on Fear to Beard. Welcome on in. Skenes sets and fires. Backdoor breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Manny with the cones. That's pretty good. 0-1 count. The pitch, and that's going to be ripped to first, but O'Hearn is there. Make a nice play and steps on the bag for round number 2. That was a screamer. O'Hearn, though, all over it. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Joe Mack at the plate batting .237 on the year, OPS of 595, 1 home run, 13 RBIs. Skenes readies and delivers, and that's going to be fouled back 0-1. Ice cream cone. It's so we do hoist the cone. That's the thing in Pittsburgh. We have an emoji for it. But that's for members. So if you don't have a member, then the ice cream cone works as well. So that's kind of a little thing there. But yeah, Manny, of course, a Marlins fan, so he's hoisting the cone for the Marlins. 1-1 count to Mack. As Skenes delivers, that's going to be sent out to center field. Mangum is backing up. He's at the wall. Mack with a jack. A solo shot. Another home run by the Marlins as Paul Skenes is getting kind of rocked here. And the Marlins lead 2-0 over the Pirates. Joe Mack with just his 2nd home run of the year. Finding one on Skenes. And you have to wonder what the heck's going on with Skenes. Again, it's been had a nice bounce back performance against the Dodgers, but, well, hasn't carried over. Tom Grossi, yes, that is Tom Grossi behind me. He signed it. I went to a event the other day, and that last Saturday. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Norby at the plate, batting .210, OPS of 667, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. Again, the Marlins leading 2-0 over the Pirates. As Skenes delivers, swing and a miss, strike two, 0-2 to Norby. Man, Norby going to ask for time again. The Pirates, man. It's Paul Skenes, but still only a few innings. Still only 2 innings of work, but a little concerning that the home run ball seems to be a problem for Skenes. The 0-2, that's a ground ball, and that finds the gap as no one was there. And that's going to be a single here for Norby, and that'll flip the lineup over for the Marlins, and Liam Hicks will be at the plate, who walked in the first inning. I don't know. Skenes looks very hittable. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if he's trying to do something different. Again, the one change I can note, as here's the pitch to Hicks. Swing and a miss, strike one. His helmet falls off. Is that, again, the Pirates change pitching coaches. I mean, that's really a big deal. And I actually did some research on it. I don't know if many Pirate fans know this, but apparently it was the pitching staff that wanted the change. They did not want Oscar Marine. They wanted someone else. They felt like they could reach another level without Marine. 1-1 count. Skenes delivers. That's going to be downstairs. 1-1. They have found another level. Just it's a few steps back. That's the problem. One and 1 counts. Skenes readies and delivers. That's going to be sent to right. And Callahan's backing up. He's at the wall, but he makes the catch. For out number 3, the Marlins get a couple of runs due to some solo shots by Hernandez and Mack. We go to the bottom of the second. Miami leading 2-0 over Pittsburgh. But yes, that Tom Grossi thing. Yeah, I went to an event. I saw him, got to meet him. It was really cool. And he signed it. He autographed it. It was like a Sports Illustrated thing. 2 up for the Pirates going to be Nick Gonzalez, Tyler Callahan, and Jake Mangum. So it looks like the offense is really going to have to get it together today. As, again, the Pirates have been held by these Marlins, as they've been really quieted. And again, despite that, of course, 1-1. Hey, we'll take a game. Hopefully we can take another. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for the subs. That is awesome. I think we've already had more subs this game than the past 3 or 4 games combined, because I don't know, just it's been a rough stretch for the channel as of late. Really, again, the Pirates, I guess that's what it is. The Pirates lose, the channel also loses at the same time. When it comes to the baseball part of the channel, anyway. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys again for subbing. I really do thank you guys for that. Trying to get to, again, 10,000 by, again, in 87 days. That's when the NFL season kicks off. Yeah, I don't know about all that, Jose. Get Speedy ready. That is true. I'm going to bring out Speedy here. Didn't really have a good game yesterday. You can say he's due for something. Let's get the bats going. Yep, Pirates bats going to have to make it happen. Pirates are going to have to make it happen again. Thank you guys for the subs. I really do appreciate it. There's Trisk preying on the Pirates' downfall as always. Not really, it's just mad. But he's going to be like, I told you so. Thank you, Trisk. All right, Speedy Gonzalez at the plate, batting .296, OPS of 712, 2 home runs, 31 RBIs. He'll look to get something going here for the Pirates, as that's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Nicky G. Meyer again on the mound for the Marlins. Here is the 0-1. That's a ground ball to short. And looks like he'll throw to first, and Gonzalez is out for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Tyler Callahan's batting .350, OPS of 1350, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Only his 11th game of the year, but has done a great job since, of course, being called up and helping out the Pirates, who, again, have had a rough stint as of late, again, with the injuries. As Meyer delivers, and Callahan sends this to right. That is going to be a foul ball. Very high there, but not very far. Skenes is pitching. Yes, he is. Marlins, I mean, again, if it continues, of course, again, it's still a long season, but the Marlins are not a bad team at all. As that's a broken back jammer. It's on the infield, and it's going to be caught there by Lopez for out number 2. Just like that, 2 outs on 5 pitches. Now to bring up Jake Mangum's batting .296, OPS of 707, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. How's it going, Sam? Welcome on in. We're east of Morgantown. All right, good luck. Be safe. Meyer delivers to Mangum. That's upstairs. Ball 1. 85 on the changeup. So JT, welcome in. You're good. You gotta do what you gotta do. 1-0 as Meyer rocks and fires. That's downstairs. 2-0. 95 on the fastball. Meyer shaking off signs. Doesn't like what he's listening, but he'll kick anyway and deliver. It's gonna be inside 3-0. I don't know, Trisk. I'm sorry. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. How's it going, Jim? Welcome on in. Meyer delivers. That's going to be taken all the way. It's a strike. 93 on the inside corner. 3-1 to Mangum. Meyer delivers. That's fastball in there for a call strike. 3-2. 3-0 to 3-2. Mangum at least taking pitches, trying to work the count. Only at 25 pitches. Three and 2 to Mangum. The pitch is that's a ground ball, and that is a foul ball just inches away from potentially being a double. That was hit down the left field line. Still 3 and 2 to Mangum. Let's go, and Kylie, welcome on in. The 3-2, that's going to be hit to shorts. Lopez takes on the bounce, throws to first. Oh, and he overthrows it! But Mangum has got the race back to first. As he is safe, he turned and had to go back immediately. It took a really kind bounce for the Marlins. I'm not too sure if that's going to be an error. I'm pretty sure it is. Mangum, I don't know, he might have beaten it out anyway. Mangum, again, can move. I don't know. I think he would have been safe regardless. I don't know. Well, I'll just leave it blank for now. I'll write down reached on an error for now. We'll see if he gets credited with the hit. That'll bring up Jared Triolo. Mangum at first with 2 outs. Here is the pitch, as that's a ground ball up the middle, and that is going to get through. A diving attempt by Edwards. As, runners on now first and second with 2 outs. Jared Triolo, again, he's been the... Everyone hates him, to say the least. That's really what it comes down to. He just seems to be an automatic out at the plate. But, hey, a single keeping the potential 2-out rally going. And that'll bring up Henry Davis, batting .138, OPS of 526, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. Umpire calls for time. That's an umpire time. I'm not too sure what happened there. He was in his first game back in a few days. Here is the pitch. That's a breaking ball in there for a call strike 0-1. Go, Justin. Welcome on in. Oh, and 1 counts. Meyer delivers. That's a tapper foul. It's 0-2 to Davis. Should be noted the Pirates have really struggled with runners in scoring position. Again, I've noted earlier that the Pirates have been kind of held in check by these Marlins. Well, it's really a matter of the Pirates being held when runners are in scoring position. 2 for 16 in the series with runners in scoring position. That is just not good. As it looks like Davis is going to ask for time. Highlighting the Miami bullpen this year. Apparently it's the best as far as not allowing hits. Opposing hitters only have a 200 batting average against this Miami bullpen. 0-2 to Davis. Pardon me. Here's the pitch as that's a chopper foul. Davis down to 1 knee. Make contact. Being alive again, keeping the inning going. Again, it was looking like it was going to be a quick inning. But the Pirates working that count. 0-2 count. Meyer kicks and delivers. That's a sweeper down and away, 1-2. New baby Davis. Yes, Henry Davis is now is a dad. That's why I believe he's a paternity leave. Yeah, paternity leave. So congratulations to the Davis family. 1-2. To Henry Davis, the pitch. That's upstairs, 2-2. 97 on the fastball. A little bit extra mustard there. Oh, Bacon fans here. Really? Is that the case? Okay. Unbelievable stuff. 2-2. To Davis, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pirates have 2 runners on, but to leave them stranded. We go to the top of the third. The Marlins leading 2-0 over the Pirates. He could homer again. He could, but he did not. Hardcore Cardinals fan. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you, man. Virtual play-by-play is going to be on the MLB.com. You have to have MLB.com and MLB TV or something like that, and then you get it. I think. I could be wrong, but it's like the MLB Game Day. All right, 2 up for the Marlins. Going to be Otto Lopez, Kyle Stowers, and Xavier Edwards. So those will be your hitters for the Marlins, as Paul Skenes will look to try to calm down and limit the home runs, because the home runs have really been a problem for him. Again, you know, believe it or not, his walks, hits per inning is actually lower than his Cy Young and Rookie of the Year years. But yet his ERA as a whole run higher, and it's because of the home run. It's because he is just, for some reason, leaving too many hittable pitches, and it's shocking. But yeah, no, believe it or not, he's allowed less walks and hits per inning than he has been doing, and well, it doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to matter because his whole ERA is higher. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you, everyone, for hanging out. Does MLB not give you any flack for streaming it? No, not that. I mean, if I were to show the game, yeah, no, this channel would be taken down. But not this. Other streamers do it, and it seems to be working as far as like keeping people here. Obviously, it'd be great to have just me call the game, right? But for baseball, I don't know. It seems to have helped a lot. Obviously, there's nothing for football, so that's all me. So I'll take credit for there. They have a good crowd, but yeah, baseball does definitely helps. It almost hits Lopez. I don't know what that's all about there, but that's 1-0 to Lopez. Again, Lopez struck out in the first inning. 1-0 to Lopez as Skenes readies, kicks, and deals. That's a slow grounder to third. Gonzalez with it, throws to first for out number 1. Good stuff there, generating weak contact. Skenes is now at 43 pitches. Troy Polamalu pitches. That'll bring up Kyle Stowers, who is 0 for 1 in this one. The pitch, and that's upstairs, ball one. Despite the game being on Peacock, we still have Bob Walk providing the color, and that he's great. Stowers sends this to shallow right. Lau is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. All right, 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Xavier Edwards, grounded out in his first appearance to actually end the first. Edwards now batting .299 on the year, entered today batting .300. And a really solid hitter, just one of the few pure hitters today. His pitch is a sweeper in there for a called strike. 0-1, 84 on the sweeper. Oh, and 1 count. The pitch. That's downstairs, 1-1. Apparently, Trisk just got a heart from Tom Grossi on one of his comments. I was very happy about that. In fact, texted me while he's driving. Hopefully, you better be careful. To be honest with you, I'm more worried about the police than the actual danger of him driving. That's a ground ball to short. Throws to first for out number 3. And the inning is over. 1-2-3. Nice bounce back inning there for Skenes. As we go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Marlins leading over the Pirates. Down here in Texas, very much lax with the phone. When you get up north, though, not so much. 2 up for the Pirates going to be Spencer Horwitz, Brandon Lau, and Brian Reynolds. So the top of the order for the Pirates as they'll look to kind of figure out Meyer on his second second time through. And thank you guys for hanging out. Sam, I'm doing all right. Hopefully the Pirates win. I'll feel even better about it. Yeah, it was very good inning there, Kurt. Very good indeed. Multitasking. You're an Uber. Okay. Oh, you're in an Uber? Yeah, I'm sure you are. Okay. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. And, of course, again, at the end of the innings, we do normally check out scores, but no one else is playing right now. I believe the World Cup has just now started. Could be wrong, but we're not going to check out those scores. We do have this ticker down below, though, which will provide some scores across Major League Baseball, and of course the World Cup, the NHL, and of course when football season is here, football, which I know that'll be big. That'll be very big. But thank you guys again for subscribing today. I really do appreciate it. Again, trying to get to 10,000 by the time this hits 0. Definitely capable of doing it for sure. What's the sweeper? It's like a curveball slider. I think it's the slurve, but apparently the slurve is slightly different than the sweeper. I don't know what the specifics are. That's a good question. I always thought, well, that's just a new term for the slurve. But it's like, yeah, apparently it's slightly different. I couldn't tell you what it is, what the difference would be, but apparently it is a difference. Greedy is right on time. Yeah, no, it is today. Jose, thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support of the channel. I do appreciate it. W's in the chat for Jose as Meyer fires. That's going to be in there, but it's not called a strike. Meyer's asking where it missed, so Meyer getting the Paul Skenes in the first inning treatment. 1-0 to Horwitz, who is 0 for 1 today. Meyer delivers. That's going to be upstairs, 2-0. 2-0 to Horwitz. I appreciate Jose very much. Skenes, I know, man. We need it. We need to see more of that. 2-0 to Horwitz. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 2-1. 88 on the sweeper. Two and 1. Meyer looks over for some reason. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. There's no one on base. There's some pitchers that'll just look back at second despite knowing being there plenty of times. It happens quite a bit. Let's go into the motion. Pitchers still lean in now. It's like they're trying to see the sign, so there's no sign to look at. 2-2. Meyer delivers. Sweeper in the dirt. 3-91 on the sweeper. A lot of velo there. Fast-moving sweeper. Call it what you want, Doctor. Yeah, that's fair. It's a breaking ball. That's pretty much what it is. 3-2. The pitch. Just below the knees there. Ball 4. So that's a leadoff walk for the Pirates. Good stuff there. Leadoff base runner for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau. Struck out looking in his first appearance. Super's thrown double seamed, but on a slanted delivery, if that makes any sense. I guess that would make sense somewhat. Interesting. Well, thank you there. Appreciate you, man. That's right. The pitch. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. That's right. Usually in here with Fish whenever the Pirates start losing. He has to let me know about the bullpen being bad. Like, yes, I'm aware. Hopefully, they don't have to worry about it today. 1-0 count. The pitch to Lau, as that's going to be fouled back. 1-1. Magic Man, welcome on in. Appreciate you, man. Not on TV. It's on Peacock. It is on TV. 1-1 to Lau. Again, runner on first. Nobody out. Myers sets and fires as that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to hook foul. It's 1-2 to Brandon Lau. Opposing fans will. I try to. Some fans that do not. Some fans that don't. They'll just be very obnoxious. And then, of course, I will return that back. I give what I get, pretty much. Dodger fans. Definitely do not get along with a lot of those guys. 1-2 counts. Myers sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. Lau could not hold off. He strikes out. Now to bring up Brian Reynolds, who walked in his first appearance. Again, runner on first with 1 out. It's okay, Chris. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Yeah, Dotel, I don't know what happened with him. Yeah, I know, Highway. It does seem like it was just here. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. How's it going, Matt? Welcome on in. 0-1 to Reynolds. That was my wife, I believe that was. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. 1-1. 86 on the changeup. One and one counts. Meyer pickoff attempt. Horwitz is safe. Meyer readies. Reynolds again at the plate. The pitch. That's going to be off the plate there. 2-1. 93 on the slider. It's interesting, like his slider at 92, 93. Sweeper apparently can touch 90, 91. Fastball at 94, 95. Not much of a velocity difference between those pitches, as that's going to be scooped out to shallow center. Coming in is Marcy. He's under it, makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn, who's 0 for 1 in this one. O'Hearn again 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice. The pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt. 92 on the slider, 1-0. 2 Marlins in the All-Star game. Definitely Lopez. Let's see, you got Myers as well. Yeah, I could see Meyer. I said Myers. Meyer. It's been really good. Here's the 1-0 to a Hearn. That's in there for a called strike. 86 on the changeup on the outside corner. 1-1. Meyer, by the way, at 50 pitches. Pirates are kind of working that count. So, of course, the bullpen of the Marlins has been pretty good. So is that really a win? I don't know. 1-1 the pitch. That's just below the knees. Meyer thought about challenge and does not. 2-1. Ryan, welcome on in. Meyer kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 90 on the slider. Just could not connect there. Random question. Random indeed, and kind of disgusting. Kind of disgusting there, buddy. 2-2 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We go to the top of the fourth. Marlins still leading 2-0 over the Pirates. Due up for the Marlins will be Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, and Jacob Marcy. Yeah, I mean, Mike, I don't know what his problem was. That was just stupid random questions. It's gross. Like, why are we talking about that? Why does it matter? Why? And it's just stupid. Just a stupid comment. So, have you been here before? You have not. So, yeah. Okay. Actually, you're just flat out banned. I'm not going to time you out. You're gone, buddy. Anyway, appreciate you guys for hanging out. That is quite the comments you'll read here. Anyway, again, Hernandez, Casey, and Marcy will be due up for the Marlins. Again, a reminder that both these teams still in the playoff hunt. As here is the NL wildcard standings. Again, the Cardinals, Phillies claiming some spots today. The Padres, Cubs tied for the last spot, though, of course, they gave the edge to the Padres due to a slightly higher winning percentage, as the Cubs will be closer to 500. And, of course, again, the Pirates. Pirates are only a game back. For those that, of course, that are not happy with the team, well, I guess if you're a fan of the Cubs, the Padres, the Nationals, Diamondbacks, Marlins, and Reds, you'd not be a fan of them at all. And, of course, if you're a fan of the Cardinals, you're like, well, we're only 2.5 games above the guys that were upset with. I don't really know what I'm trying to say here, but you know what I'm trying to say. That's all that matters. Again, this season, plenty long, plenty of time. It'll be okay. I promise. All right, Hernandez, again, he homered off of Skenes in the second inning. Skenes will look to win round 2 against Hernandez. Paul Skenes started the All-Star game for the NL each of the last 2 seasons. I don't think that happens this year. They're showing the last guy to do it for the NL would have been Robin Roberts, 1953 to 1955. That is not the Good Morning America host. Definitely someone different. Paul Skenes on the mound as he kicks and delivers to Hernandez. That's a slow sweeper in there for a called strike. 0-1. They say slow is at 83, but it felt like it was slow. How's the game going? It's going. Marlins had a really good second inning. On 1 count to Hernandez. Skenes readies, kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Half-hearted swing there by Hernandez. 0-2. Skenes, by the way, at 50 pitches. How's it going, Miss Gina? Welcome on in. Have a great stream. Again, appreciate it. Hopefully the Mets do well today against the Braves. The Braves just keep winning, as that's going to be outside 1-2. 86 on the slider. My music is playing. Really? I'm sorry about that. Don't know why that happened. That just randomly kicked on. Huh. Well, apologies about that, as that's going to be fouled back 1-2. Thank you. I appreciate that. What the heck? Why would it do that? I'll have to mess with this after, I suppose. I was just feeling so upbeat I had to play the music, I suppose. 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First strikeout since the second inning, and that is now number 4 for Skenes. And there's one away, and that'll bring up Owen Casey, who struck out in his first appearance. Skenes readies, kicks, and fires. That's a ground ball, foul ball. Almost hits the first base coach over there. Friendly fire, 0-1. Oh, and 1, Skenes delivers. That's going to be in there for a call strike. Nice pitch, 89 on the bottom outside corner. Casey couldn't believe it. 0-2. Playing for good luck. Yeah, no, the brand new ball game. Brand new ball game, 0-0. 0-2. Skenes delivers. That's going to be a fastball upstairs. 1-2. 1-2 to Casey. Wish for my Phillies to do well. I'm sorry, Brian. It's just placed a curse on them. I have to keep it going. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Paul Skenes. Now there's 2 away, and that'll bring up Jacob Marcy, who is 0 for 1. Of course, again, that's not it. The Phillies do occupy one of these wild card spots. The Mets, unfortunately, for Miss Gina's, you know, unfortunately, they do not. So right now, the Phillies are more of a threat, as that's going to be downstairs ball. I know the Phillies are playing the Marlins, or not the Marlins, the Brewers. But it really does seem more realistic that the Pirates will finish in a wild card spot than taking the NL Central. The Brewers are just too good. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be popped up. Davis looking back. That's going to become a souvenir for a lucky fan. 1-1 to Marcy. So was robbed of a home run. Oh, man, yeah. That is just baseball. It's the game. Yep, it is the game. It's the actual game. Not the actual game, but it's like, you know, it is mimicking what's actually being seen, as that's going to be upstairs. 2-1 here on the fastball. And thank you, Magic Man. It's a good shout out there. Appreciate you, man. 2-1. The pitch, and that misses upstairs. Oh, it's going to be called a strike. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same spot, maybe a little bit lower. But it's 2-2 to Marcy. Of course, a big Brewers fan. Brewers they're just a buzzsaw. And again, the Pirates took 2 of 3 in Milwaukee. They again, the Pirates, when they are at their best, they really can look really good. 2-2, the pitch, and that misses upstairs. 3-2, trying to get the same call, does not get it. Three and 2. Skenes delivers. That's going to be hooking foul. Skenes at 63 pitches. Magic Man, of course, a Brewers fan as well. A lot of baseball play that. Yep, a lot of baseball left for sure. Again, it could get worse. It really could, but it also could get better. It really could. Either way, the 3-2. That's going to be a foul ball there. Marcy just battling, working that count. That's not going to make the playoffs. It's okay, though. I said, love baseball. Teams that play hard, good, fair ball. Fair, sure, for sure. For sure. Mets, what are the Mets? 31, 32 wins. I'll have to look at them later. The 3-2, once again fouled back. Marcy just won't go down. He just is battling. The 2 of 3 hitter. It's had a rough year, but hey, not so rough year at this at bat. 3-2 count. Skenes kicks and deals. Called strike 3, struck him out. Marcy hitting himself in the head. Struck out looking and immediately just bops himself in the head. So Skenes strikes out the side. Is he actually going to challenge? Oh, that's why he bopped himself. I thought he just was upset with himself. This one was clearly in the strike zone. I mean, it's not even, I mean, the whole baseball. If the baseball were a softball, that's still the entire ball is in the strike zone there. So not a good look for Marcy. The Marlins down to a challenge. Pirates still trailing, though, 2-0 over to the Marlins. Do it for the Pirates will be Nick Gonzalez, Tyler Callahan, and Jake Mangum. So there you go. Hopefully the Pirates again can get something going. Catch up on chat here. His pitch count. Paul Skenes at 66 pitches. Improve the Phillies curse. Yeah, sorry. Michael actually pulling for the Pirates day. That's a shock. Appreciate you, Ahmed, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. World Cup, probably someone from Europe or South America. I couldn't tell you specifically, though. Hopefully neither. But probably going to happen that way. Burley, welcome on in. Bacon and lemons as always. Pirates don't start scoring till the 6th in these early games, apparently. Again, good luck, Miss Gina. Have fun. Hopefully, tell Pure Gentleman Sports I said hi. I haven't been able to see him lately. They get 2 challenges, by the way, there, Duval. Soon another off day. Yep, I know. It's shocking, right? All right, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yeah, that's awesome. Again, we'll check out scores after this inning because I believe we have some baseball just now kicking off for, first pitch. Yeah, I don't really know how to say that. Kickoff, first pitch, whatever. But again, make sure to subscribe. It is free. Actually, no baseball not until the next 15 minutes. Okay, so never mind. But we'll check out some scores at the end of the 5th. But yeah, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. It is free. Again, trying to get to 150 on the likes. We're at 125, so make sure to like it up. Trying to keep that streak going. We have a nice streak of 150 likes for Pirate streams. We've hit 200 plenty of times as well. Make sure, again, to subscribe. Again, all it does is push out the stream to more and more potential viewers trying to catch the game. It also tells YouTube that the small channel is doing a good job. That's all it does. I get no money from it. It's just helping out the channel. And, of course, helping out potential viewers of the game. As that's a swing and miss, strike 1. To Nick Gonzalez, a.k.a. Speedy Gonzalez. 0 for 1 in this one. Trying to get something going here for the Pirates. The 1-1 to Gonzalez. That's chopped foul 1 and 2. Again, had a rare hitless game yesterday. That's why his batting average has dipped below 300. It's been above 300 for quite some time. A little bit of a slump. What it do it be, Pringle? How's it going, Pringle? Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be sent out to right. On the run is the right fielder, and Casey cannot make the play. As Gonzalez with kind of a little bloop single there, and that'll work. So the Pirates with a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Tyler Callahan, who's 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Thank you again, Miss Gina. Good luck. This game is surprisingly quick. Yeah, it's been not much offense. That's usually what will happen with a lack of offense. You're going to see a quick game. Here's the pitch as Meyer is... Oh, jams him. Oh, the shortstop. I don't know what happened there. Lopez is running to left, and Gonzalez takes third. Lopez was coming in to get the ball. Then he went back to second, and it threw off the third baseman who stopped because Lopez was going to get it, and then he didn't. And Lopez was jogging to the ball, which allowed Speedy Gonzalez to go from first to third on an infield hit. That'll work for the Pirates again. Hits don't have to be perfect. Again, Gonzalez, bloop single. Callahan jammed. And just like that, the Pirates have a runner in scoring position. Runners on the corners with nobody out. And that'll bring up Jake Mangum. As that's going to be in there for a called strike. Looks like they gave him a hit, so not a reach on error. That is a A flat-out hit for Mangum. He's 1 for 1 of the day. 0-1 at the plate at the moment. That was kind of awkward. It is what it is. 0-1. Meyer sets and delivers. That's going to be an off-speed pitch upstairs. 1-1 to Mangum. Yeah, Lopez, I don't know what happened there, Jose. Just all of a sudden, it's a brain fart. You know, it happens to the best of us. But the Pirates looking to take advantage. 1-1. The pitch that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 90 on the sweeper. Let's go, Buckles. Again, appreciate you, Fear the Beard, for hanging out. Yeah, the game probably just started there, Bob. The Germany-Curacao game. 1-2 to Mangum. Mangum, believe it or not, though, not good with runners in scoring position. Batting .220 when that's the case. Again, batting .296 overall. But not so much whenever there's a runner at second or third. Meyer fires. And that's poked into center. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. The Pirates get on the board. A single, single, single. Look at that. The Pirates on the board. Hoist a cone. Hoist the cone as the Pirates are on the board. Mangum just kind of squeezing it out there to shallow left center. Again, Lopez had a chance for it, just couldn't make the catch as it was over his glove. And it's 2-1. And that'll bring up Jared Triolo. Triolo is 1 for 1 in today's ball game. There's a little bit of a delay as, the mound visit here by the Marlins pitching coach trying to calm down Meyer. Again, Meyer's been really solid this year. Again, entered today 6-0, a 2.85 ERA. One of the best in the business so far for the first, 2.5 months of the season. Pirates looking to keep it going. Again, runners on first and second, nobody outs. Trio at the plate. Oh, Germany's 1-1. There's no way Curacao scored. That's crazy. Oh, my gosh. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Definitely going to pull for Curacao for sure. Like I said, I'm going to pull for anybody that's not Europe or South America. Well, I do have a soft spot for Messi, so I will pull for Argentina. The 0-1 to Triolo. That's going to be downstairs, missing on the sinker. 1-1. And I'll also not pull for Canada, so there's also that too. But that's more of a personal thing. 1-1 to Triolo. Meyer sets, kicks, and deals. That's inside. 2-1. Share it on Twitter. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Two and one. Meyer delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 2-2. 93 on the sinker. Appreciate you, Brian. Good luck at work. Two and two. Meyer sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a chopper foul. Triolo just getting a piece of it. Keeping the at-bat alive. Maybe it's the Steelers jersey. Yeah, well, we are losing, but definitely. Yeah, I wanted to change it up a little bit. It's been a lot of the Pirates hoodie. Pirates jersey only comes out in a must-win game when I feel like I really need to wear it. 2-2. The pitch is, that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out, tied him up with the slider inside. Go! 1 out. And Henry Davis at the plate, 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Doctor's goat. Yeah, no, not about that. Pirates hoodie, yes, it is going to be washed and cleaned. It has been used a lot as Davis is kind of popping it up here on the infield, and that's going to be caught by the third baseman. Lopez, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what happened with Lopez. Lopez running to third. Regardless, It's 2 outs, just like that, and that'll flip the lineup over for the Pirates, and Spencer Horwitz will be at the plate. He is 0 for 1 with the walk. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. You don't mind soccer is there. People aren't dying from stage 4 stub toe. I know. The flopping is pretty bad. I agree. And appreciate you for the 20 joules, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here's the 0-1. That's downstairs, 1-1. Again, runners on first and second with 2 outs. Horwitz at the plate. Meyer looks back at second and delivers as that's fouled off his foot, and it's 1-2. Meyer's last start was he had 5 strikeouts. Today already 6. Again, the Pirates a little bit of a slump today, or, just in general, with the series. They have been figured out by these Marlins. A lot of swing and misses. 1-2 the pitch. Right down the middle. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Regardless, though, the Pirates are on the scoreboard as they trail the Marlins 2-1 as we go to the 5th. Like I said, the Marlins, all the analytics, it seems to be working against the Pirates. See, that's the analytics the Pirates need. The analytics the Pirates use, I don't know what it is, but they need to stop. Regardless, Joe Mack, Connor Norby, and Liam Hicks will be at the plate in the top of the 5th. And, of course, again, after the conclusion of this inning, then we'll go around baseball. But I imagine it's still going to be like probably a lot of 0-0s because everything is just now getting started. But again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Hopefully you leave a like. Hopefully you subscribe. Again, we're closing in on 150. You have 135 likes. Trying to get to 150 before this game ends. Maybe even hit 200. You have a chance for that. Favorite MLS? Not really. I mean, maybe Miami, because again, a Messi, that'd probably be it, though. I don't really watch too much, though, of the MLS. You love your Pirates? Don't tell the other Marlin fan of this guy. Pirate hoodie with the cone hood, yeah. Bullpen or the feeling? I mean, I don't know. The bullpen seems fine. Maybe, again, the offense. I'm not too sure. The Marlins have done a good job getting on base. Not so much today, which is really frustrating on how the Marlins, again, are winning because of two home runs. But, yeah, no, it seems to me that the bullpen is fine. The bullpen has really done a fine job. But I don't know. I would say the Marlins fans would know more of their team. This is only what, the 6th or 7th time that I have actually watched the Marlins this year. Paul Skenes on the mound again for the 5th inning, and he will face Joe Mack, who again hit a jack in his last appearance. 1 for 1 on the day. Skenes delivers. That's going to be ripped foul, and it's 0-1 to Mack. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. We're just 20 subscribers away from 9,400. Again, you can see the number right here. So if 20 of you guys were to subscribe, we would hit that mark today. Here's the 0-1. That's going to miss inside. 1-1 to Joe Mack. And thank you guys, though, of course, already for those that have already subscribed and have already been here for many, many streams. As that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 97 on the fastball. One and 2 to Mack. Skenes about to throw pitch number 70. Skenes readies, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. It's 1-2. Definitely going to the ballpark when the Pirates come to Miami. There we go. Make sure to bring a cone. 1-2 count. The pitch, and that's going to be hit to second. Lau takes it, throws to first. Nice play by Lau, backhanding that at all, making it look smooth. One away. That'll bring up Connor Norby, who's 1 for 1 today. Appreciate you, Zay. Thank you very much. You're a legend, man. Thank you very much. Move the sculpture. Yeah, I know. The Marlins, when they first debuted that stadium, it was kind of a neat stadium. They had a lot of stuff. Now they made it look very corporate and kind of bland. That's a check swing. He did go 0-1 to Norby. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't like that. Take the fun away from it. 0-1 to Norby. I don't know if there's a delay here all of a sudden. I don't know. I guess he's back in the box now. As here is the pitch. Sweeper away. Does not go. 1-1 to Norby. What happened? I have no idea. Hope the Pirates win. I hope so too. Pirates relievers is 4.46. Yeah, that does not surprise me, as that's a swing and miss, strike 2. Feels like it's higher. But, yeah. You really need to address that. That is the problem. That's the main problem as far as on the field goes. 1-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is now 7 strikeouts for Paul Skenes. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 5th. That'll flip the lineup over for the Marlins, as Liam Hicks will be at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. All right, Hicks stepping in. And Hicks leading the Marlins in home runs. You would pick a guy to hit a home run today. You would pick Hicks, not really Mack. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1. 85 on the sweeper. Jeter ransacked Miami. That's what I heard, yeah. I heard it was Jeter that kind of messed things up, trying to turn them into the Yankees, so I don't know how that's the case when you don't spend like the Yankees. That's going to be outside 1-1. Because Curaçao is not good there, Bob. They're not really good. Germany struggled at the World Cup the last 2 times. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be downstairs. 2-1. 89 on the changeup. It's bonus Skenes Day. I think the Steelers need to use the same analytics tool as the Alleghenies. Nope. Appreciate you in the running for hanging out. 2-1 the pitch. Checks his swing. Does not go. I felt like that caught the zone. Not my call, though. 3-1 to Hicks. The pitch, and that's going to be chopped foul. 3-2. 95 on the splitter. Not too sure that was a splitter, to be honest with you. 95 is very, very high there for a splitter. Thank you guys for the 150. Trying to get to 200 at this point. Thank you guys for that. That's a good push there. 3-2 to Hicks as the Pirate faithful start to cheer. The pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So the Pirate fans cheer, and then Hicks gets on with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Otto Lopez, 0 for 2 today. Entered today leading the MLB with batting average. And Skenes right now, yeah. I'd say right now for sure. Skenes readies and delivers. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Now batting 343, so it went all the way down to 343, so it fell 2 points. 0-1 count. Skenes delivers. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-2 to Lopez. Attacking Lopez with some off speed. Let's go, Chad. Welcome on in. Skenes readies, rocks, and fires. That's a ground ball to second. He's hustling down the line, throws to first. He's out by a step. Good hustle by Lopez, but Lau was just a little bit faster. We go to the bottom of the fifth. The Marlins 2, Pirates 1. Due up for the Pirates will be Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, and Ryan O'Hearn. So the 2, 3, and 4 hitters of the Pirates trying to get something on again. You know, trying to keep this momentum going. They had some base runners in the last inning, though the bottom of the order kind of let them down. And Horwitz struck out looking as well. These Marlins have done a really good job at just getting a lot of strikeouts on these Pirates. Pirates with a very high-flying offense and a high-powered offense. I should say high-flying because they can't really move on the bases anymore due to Cruz and Griffin being on the injured list. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys again. Why do they change it? Disabled list? I wonder if that's why they did it, because disabled, maybe. Maybe that's too of a mean of a word. I wonder why they changed it from DL to I. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out for this one. And of course, again, at the end of this inning, I'll be sure to check out scores from across MLB, as now we're starting to see some games get underway and some games that are postponed apparently. But again, make sure to subscribe again. We're trying to get to 9,400, trying to get to 10,000. 9,400 would be great to get to at the end of the day. I really do appreciate those who have already subbed. We've had a great day today as far as subs go, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. What a turnout for this day, for this game. And again, I'll be back tomorrow, of course. Pirates and the A's, the Athletics out in Sacramento. That's going to be, I want to say, at 9:40 Eastern, 8:40 Central, so a late game for the Pirates. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. Brandon Lau is 0 for 2. He'll be at the plate to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Brandon Lau was on the Rays, yes. All right, Meyer readies and fires. That's going to be sent to left. And that's going to be a foul ball. Gave it a good ride, but foul it is. See, well, that's what I thought. I'm assuming it was okay. I wasn't sure what the reason was. Germany's up 2-1. Okay, gotcha. 0-1 count. The pitch, and that's going to be upstairs 1-1. Is Brandon Lau related to actor Rob Lau? I don't think so. 1-1 count to Lau. Meyer, by the way, at 75 pitches. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, Lau was struck out in both appearances, swinging and looking. Lau has had a rough series, to be honest with you. One and 2 count. The pitch, as that's going to be sent out to left field. He's backing up. He's at the track and leaping catch there by Hernandez for out number 1. Good play by Hernandez. Results in the first out of the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds 0 for 1 with the walk today. And thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Watching with Longoria and Kevin Kiermaier. Yep. Here's the pitch. That's inside, ball 1. Yeah, Lau's been around for a while. I don't know if was he there that long, though? 14, 15. That's 10 years. I don't know if he's played that long. 1-0 to Reynolds. I'll have to look at that. Here's the pitch. That's a sweeper downstairs, 2-0. Come on, Pirates. Yeah, we need something. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. 2-0 count. Meyer delivers. That's a ground ball, foul ball. Well, just too early. 2-1. Meyer at 80 pitches. So Pirates can work the count. He might not see the 6th, though. I would say he's probably going to be out there to start it, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-2 to Brian Reynolds. He kept his on-base streak going today with a walk. I believe at 21 games getting on base. It's just impressive. 2-2. Myers sets. Pardon my voice. Kicks and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. 2-2. Let me tell you. 44 days till the Steelers training camp. Yep. Yeah, training camp doesn't really, doesn't really move me. I'm just ready for the games. Like preseason, okay. Now I'm in. Now I'm somewhat in. But really, it's just 87 days. That's the number for me. I'm ready for it. 2-2, the pitch. Just missing. Meyer wanted the call. He's walking off the mound and all. 3-2 to Reynolds. Meyer shaking him. He's upset about it. 3-2, the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Still 3-2 to B-Ray. If you're just joining us, again, Marlins leading 2-1 over the Pirates. The Marlins with a pair of home runs in the second inning. Pirates would get a run back in the previous inning in the fourth. 2-1 misses upstairs, ball four. So Reynolds drawing another walk, his second walk of the day. As again, his on-base percentage, it's got to be around 400. Again, at home, apparently it's 450. So just a guy that plays well in front of his home crowd. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn's 0 for 2 today. I'd say he's due for a hit. Be big here. Meyer delivers. That's upstairs. 1-0, 88 on the sweeper. It's Meyer. That pitch number 86. Allows 31. So, yeah, I don't think, Lau was not playing at 4. It might have been a different Lau. There's been so many Laus across baseball, so it might have been a different Lau. 1-0, the pitch. That's going to be fouled back 1-1. I know there's a Nathaniel Lau or Nathaniel Lowe in Cincinnati. I'm sure there's another Lau or Lowe somewhere. 1-1 to O'Hearn. The pitch, that's chopped foul, 1-2. This guy, I mean, he's already there. This guy, the memes and the media, everyone hates the guy. All I know is he's still pretty darn good. That's all I know. 1-2 counts to O'Hearn. Meyer sets and fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is now 8 strikeouts for Meyer today. He has just been on a tear. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, Speedy Gonzalez at the plate. It's 1 for 2 today. Again, thank you, Jose. I appreciate it, man. Support the good doctor, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Stubby's in the chat for Jose. The pitch to Gonzalez. That's going to be fouled back 0-1. I hope the Pirates can support me with the win. That's really what I want. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the $2 donation. Oh, and 1 counts. Meyer readies. Kicks and delivers. That's going to be hit to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Speedy Gonzalez with a base hit. He's now 2 for 3 on the day. All right, so runners on first and second, 2 outs, and Tyler Callahan will be at the plate. Really need to take advantage of these base runners. Again, they've had a few of them. Had to deal with Rogers for a decade. I don't know. Again, like I said, I'd put up with the winning. I'll put up with it. Obviously, yeah, you want to see more playoff success, but it's not exactly easy unless you're Brady or, of course, Mahomes. Sadly, A few people have been able to consistently win the playoffs. I mean, Rodgers, I think, is still top 10 in playoff wins as far as quarterbacks. I could be wrong about that. I could be speak. I know Ben has had 13. He was top 5, I want to say. No, you're good. There's no need to apologize, man. It's all good. Good, Duval. All right. We're back in action. Meyer delivers to Callahan as that misses inside. Ball 196 on the fastball. Looks like the Marlins have a guy warming up in the bullpen. Didn't quite see who it was. 1-0 to Callahan. The pitch. Checks the swing. Did he go? And the umpire says he did. 1-1. That was a slider in the dirt. One and one to Tyler Bo Callahan. No, that is not his middle name. Meyer readies, kicks, and delivers. That's it hit him in the foot. Oh, so Callahan is plunked. Benches are being warned. Okay, they're not being warned. But bases are now loaded for the Pirates, and Jake Mangum will be at the plate. Mangum is 2 for 2 on the day. Of course, again, he has an RBI, the lone RBI for the Pirates. Myers still in the game at pitch number 94. You have to imagine this will probably be it for him. As Mangum sends this to right center. On the run is the center fielder. Oh, what a diving catch by Marcy. Unbelievable. Jacob Marcy with the diving catch. Airborne and all. Unbelievable. Mangum hit it well. Just a little too close for Marcy, apparently. As the Marlins strand the Pirates. We go to the top of the 6th. The Marlins leading 2-1 over the Pirates. Due up for the Marlins will be Kyle Stowers, Xavier Edwards, and Heriberto Hernandez. That is unfortunate. That is as unfortunate as it can be. A diving catch by Jacob Marcy keeps the game 2-1. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, the Padres and the Orioles 0-0 at the end of 1. The Mariners and the Nationals 1-1 as they go to the 2nd. And, of course, again, zeros across the board there with the Yankees and Blue Jays. Part of my voice again. Diamondbacks, Reds, and the Braves and the Mets. Unbelievable. But I guess it's believable. Oh, well. It did well, too. That's a shame. Folks, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. It is free. Diving catches are free, too. But, yeah, again, trying to get to 10,000 by the time this ticker hits 0. That is the beginning of the NFL season. Trying to get to 10K by September 9th or 10th or whatever it is. So make sure, again, to subscribe. It is free. And, again, thank you guys for your support of the channel. And we've had a pretty nice turnout today. We got 168 likes. Trying to get to 200 now. We have a chance to make it happen. So, again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 9,400. If everyone were to hit the like button, we would definitely hit 200. Again, all likes do push out the stream to more and more potential viewers trying to catch the game. And of course, lets YouTube know that, hey, the small channel is doing a good job. That's all it does. Jeez. That is tough. I can't believe it. Been a great series. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, the first game wasn't all that great, but, you know. All right, Paul Skenes on the mound for inning number 6. Is that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Kyle Stowers, again, is 0 for 2 on the day, as Skenes is at 85 pitches. 0-1 to Stowers. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 97 way upstairs. Oh, and 2 counts to Stowers as Skenes readies, rocks, and fires. Checks the swing. Did he go? Davis thinks he did. The umpire disagrees. 1-2. Already the 6th of games. I mean, again, it's just a quick-moving game. Not much offense today, as that's going to be fouled back. It's 1-2. Rooting for the World Cup again. Anybody from that's not from Europe or South America, unless it's Argentina. I have a soft spot for Messi. I do like Messi. But I'm just tired of Europe and South America. I want someone else. The 1-2, that's going to be upstairs. 2-2. And then also I'm not pulling for Canada as well. Canada does not. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. I'm just not a fan. 2-2 count. Skenes readies, rocks, and fires. Downstairs, 3-2. So 0-2 to 3-2. Stowers working the count. And again, Skenes at 90 pitches. So he's got to really attack hitters here if he wants to try to get this inning over with. Then again, Marlins maybe counting on that. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was a slider in the dirt. That is strikeout number 9, I want to say. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. Strikeout number 8 for Skenes. And that'll bring up Xavier Edwards, who's 0 for 2 in this one. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1. They'll pull it for Spain. Gotcha. USA will go far. I mean, I could see them going to like the quarterfinals at most. That's, I think, their ceiling. The pitch, as that's going to be fouled back 0-2. Again, they looked really good against Paraguay. But Paraguay is not exactly the world beaters. Then again, Paraguay had as many points as Brazil in qualifying. So, I don't know. I'll be interested to see what the United States does against Turkey. I know Turkey lost, but Turkey is still really good. So I think that'll tell me a lot. 0-2 to Edwards. Skenes readies, begins his windup. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate there with the slider. 1-2. One and 2 counts. The pitch. That's going to be down and away. 2-2. Sorry about that again. Usually I need to be drinking more water. I'm not. I've just been rambling on things. 2-2. Skenes delivers. That's going to be skied. And that's going to go foul. 2-2 to Edwards. Paraguay has always been a solid team. Yeah, but I don't know. They're still not ranked high. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, as that's a tapper foul. Edwards just making that pitch count climb up. Skenes at 97 pitches. Two and 2 to Edwards as Skenes delivers. That's upstairs. Ball 3, 98 on the fastball. Trying to get him to chase. Ken, thank you, Duval. I appreciate it. Mason jar. Oh, yeah. Always have the mason jar. 3 and 2. The pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! That is now number 9 for Paul Skenes. Skenes at 99 pitches. As that'll bring up Heriberto Hernandez. 1 for 2. Showing Bob Walk there. Game 5 of the NLCS. Bob Walk goes out a winner, but the Pirates would lose, unfortunately. As Skenes readies and delivers. That's a chopper foul. 0-1 to Hernandez. Skenes last inning. Oh, yeah, for sure. Probably his last batter. Hopefully, again, it ends in an out. But if he allows him to get on, I imagine Kelly will come out and talk to Skenes as Davis. No, never mind. Pardon me. I thought Davis was coming out to talk to him. But no, it's Hernandez calling for time. 0-1 to Hernandez. Here's the pitch. That's a sweeper away. Down and away. 1-1. 85 there on the sweeper. The 1-1, that's the sweeper in the same spot. 2-1 to Hernandez. Not too sure what you mean there, Duval. Skenes not in the bullpen. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Sweeper just missing, but Hernandez thought it looked good. 2-2 to Hernandez. And yep, going to be a battle of the bullpens for sure. Skenes ready on pitch 104. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Paul Skenes with 10 strikeouts today. Woo! Unfortunately, that second inning is just a blemish on an otherwise pretty good outing, as that's going to be it for him. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Miami leading 2-1 over Pittsburgh. 2 up for the Pirates is going to be Jared Triolo, Henry Davis, and Spencer Horwitz. Strikeouts, man. Again, just those 2 pitches by, again, Hernandez and Mack. That is really it. Otherwise, a really good outing, but it's got to clean it up for sure. Leave him in. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I would want to do. I honestly would. He's kind of rolling right now. He's only allowed 1 hit in his last, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 batters. So, I mean, I would, but obviously that's not what the Pirates will do. Because, yeah. Lasser got a decision. I don't know. Did Ashcraft get a loss? I think he may have. I'm not too sure. I think your homer came in clutch. Yeah, unfortunately. Be nice to give him some run support. Yep, no, for sure. Need to make it happen. I got 99 problems, but Skenes 8-1. 10 Ks. There you go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we're at 185 likes. Appreciate you guys. Again, 15 likes away from 200. Again, it just pushes out the stream to more and more potential viewers. And, of course, tells YouTube I'm doing a good job. And, of course, again, make sure to subscribe. We're 14 subscribers away from 94. Well, make it 12 subscribers away. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. 12 subscribers away from 9,400 as we're trying to get to 10,000 by, of course, the beginning of football season to set ourselves up for some success there. And we've had plenty of success with it. Again, last year was really good. Well, last year was my first year. But ready for it. Ready for year 2. Really excited to see where this channel will be at the conclusion of the Super Bowl. Oh, and a Triello's Meyer is out there to start the 6th. I am very surprised they're leaving him out there, but we'll see if the Pirates can take advantage, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Of course, I saw that Triello and Davis were due up, so maybe that is why. That is probably why they're leaving him out there. 0-2 to Triello. Here is the pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-2 to Jared Triolo. Triello and Davis are auto outs. Well, I mean, Triello is 1 for 2 on the day. You don't never know. You never know. 1-2 to Triolo. Meyer kicks and delivers, as that's a chopper to third. Throws to first, and there it is. He is out. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Henry Davis 0 for 2. Which, if Skenes is not going to pitch, then I would bring in Rodriguez, personally. Looks like Davis will be out there. It's a ground ball to short. Lopez throws to first. Oh, the throw is wild! Hicks had to come off the bag to kind of trap it. Lopez, that's his second errant throw today. Looks like they're going to give Davis a single. Davis can move. He's probably the fastest catcher. I know that's not really what you want to hear. There's one good thing about Davis is he's got some speed. But yeah, maybe he's just hustling down the line, forced the errant throw. Meyer, of course, looking up and really upset. Yeah, looks like they're going to leave Meyer in for Horwitz. Horwitz is 0 for 2 at the walk, so now this is the 4th time through the Pirates' order. And Meyer's going to be out there. Okay, no, they scored it an error, so they did, in fact, give him an error there. So reached on an error. Shame for Davis. I know he needs a hit, as that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Horwitz. 0-1 count. Meyer readies and delivers. Breaking ball outside. 1-1. Probably 500,000 subscribers. This guy, yeah, no, definitely not. No, we could, I think 20K, 25K at the Super Bowl is very realistic based on the football success. 1-1 counts. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 1-2. Got to work for it, though, of course. 500,000 subscribers. Wouldn't that be something? 1-2 to Horwitz. Again, looking for his first hit of the day. Meyer delivers. That's going to be chopped foul. Still 1-2. Again, Horwitz yesterday was 1 for 3 and was hit by a pitch twice. 1-2 as Davis takes this lead. Meyer's going to step off. Meyer at 103 pitches. Marlins leaving him out there. Looks like that's all the bullpens, and Ranson's starting pitcher, and over 1-9 batting historically. Sees the bullpen is rotten and affected the rest of the season. Yeah, no, for sure. For sure, yeah, the pitching has been pretty bad. Again, it's a pitcher's park, and that's kind of part of the reason why the Pirates have actually had pretty good pitching, lately. Of course, again, last year, they had really good pitching. But yeah, this year it's just been the complete opposite. Beard, again, appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Hopefully, the Pirates can come back here. So it's a little bit of a delay with the umpire. The umpire, dirt got in his eye. I don't know if Toby McGuire came on the field and put some dirt there. I'm not too sure, but regardless, he seems to be fine now. As it's going to be 1-2 count to Horwitz. Again, runner on first with 1 out. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Davis going to second. Davis is out. And that is a inning-ending double play. The hit and run does not work. So strikeout there. We go to the top of the 7th. The Marlins still leading 2-1 over the Pirates. Horwitz just could not connect. That pitch was, I think, a little bit up. Could be wrong on that. No, it was a good pitch. It was in the strike zone. All right. Due up for the Marlins will be Owen Casey, Jacob Marcy, and Joe Mack. And, of course, probably not going to see Skenes, as Skenes is at 104 pitches. So we'll see what the Pirates decide to do and who they'll have come out for this inning. Of course, we'll check out some scores across Major League Baseball. All right, the Padres leading 2-0 over the Orioles. The Mariners and the Nationals 1-1. Yankees 2, Blue Jays 0. The Reds leading 1-0 over the Diamondbacks. The Mets leading 3-1 over the Braves, and that is all for now. There has been a game that was postponed. Detroit, Cleveland. They will not see action until another time. That's one of the play. Yeah, again, I imagine it was a hit and run there. That is my best guess. But again, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub. I'm not too sure. Did we hit 200? We're at 193 on the likes. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Almost at 200. And, of course, again, make sure to subscribe. Again, we're 11 subscribers away from 9,400. I do appreciate that. Hopefully, again, you're enjoying the stream, and hopefully I'll see you in another stream near you soon. As, again, the Pirates play the Athletics coming up as they head out west. So that one, I believe, is, again, at 9:40 Eastern, 8:40 Central. I could be wrong on the time. I'll be sure to check the time before we depart today. So thank you guys again for hanging out for this one. As Owen Casey, again, he'll be at the plate. He's 0 for 2. And which actually, I'm not too sure. They might have a pinch hitter here for Casey because Evan Sisk is going to be on the mound for the Pirates. 1.86 ERA. And those are really good numbers, though. Has had rough times out of the pen because he just seems to allow any inherent. If he were to inherit any base runners, does seem to allow those. So that's going to be in there for a called strike at 1-1. So Casey is pinch hit for Ruiz. 0-1 to Ruiz, the pitch. And that's going to be a fastball outside. 101, 93 on the fastball. 1-1 to Ruiz. Postpone again. I'm imagining it's the weather. I'm not too sure, though, there, Duval. 1-1 the pitch, and that's going to be hit to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That's probably going to be 2 bases for Ruiz. As Reynolds is there, throws it in. And there you go. A leadoff double now for the Marlins as they have a runner in scoring position. Jacob Marcy will be at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Ruiz at second, takes his, well, no, he doesn't take his lead. Not too sure what's happening there. And Marcy will be at the plate again. Made a great catch earlier. Take a big risk, and it really paid off. He misses that. The Pirates most likely in the lead, but it is what it is now. Sisk looks back at second. And now there's a call for time. The umpire's calling time. And now the Marlins umpire. The Marlins really upset with the umpire. Wow. Man, the umpire called for time, and the Marlins manager just went pretty ballistic on Sisk. And he only had 2 seconds to pitch. So that's interesting. Regardless, Sisk is ready to pitch now. As Sisk kicks. And he is showing bunt. It is down. It's also foul. 0-1 to Marcy. Jake Berger. I'm not too sure where Berger went. Yeah. Lopez will probably bat again. He will probably bat in the, well, it could be this inning or it could be the 8th. Hopefully the 8th. 0-1 count. Sisk is going to turn and throw to third. Oh, and he's caught up in a rundown. Ruiz is out. Oh, a great step off there by Sisk. And Ruiz does something that you just really shouldn't do. Marlins getting greedy. Ruiz is out. I'm sure that really upsets the Marlins manager now. Wow, Ruiz again just getting very greedy there, and good stuff by Sisk. Staying composed. Again, we've seen pitchers miss throw so often with these Pirates, as that's going to be outside 1-1. Jose not liking it. 1-1 count. Sisk sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a breaking ball. Not called a strike. Oh my gosh. And normally, again, Davis so good with challenges, but not challenging there. There's been plenty of pitches that the Pirates have thrown have not been granted the strike call. 2-1 count. Sisk delivers. Swing and a miss. Slow curveball there, like a beach ball. 2-2 to Marcy. 2-2. Sisk sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be sent to left. That's going to be a foul ball. Again, appreciate you, Russell, for hanging out. Anthony loving it. Two and two, Sisk kicks and deals. That's a slow grounder. Gonzalez charging in, throws to first, gets him. Good play by Gonzalez for out number 2. Gonzalez's defense has been pretty, well, it can be pretty inconsistent, very bad at times, but a really good play by Gonzalez. 2 outs. And Joe Mack will be at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Again, has a home run, which is the difference in the ball game. Lefty on lefty, the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike, 0-1. He should get chewed out for that. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I think the manager's still upset at the umpire. So Reese might buy himself some time. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Speedy, there we go. Speedy Gonzalez, we love it. Vamos Marlins, no Manny. 0-2 to Mack. Sisk delivers, sweeper way outside there, 1-2. 80 on the sweeper. Germany up 4-1 over Curacao. Oh my goodness, yeah, that's about what I expected. Again, I'm surprised Curacao scored. 1-2, the pitch. That's inside, 2-2 to Mack. The pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that is a foul ball. Another sweeper there. Well, Pirates, let's capitalize the next inning. Yep. Pirates really need to get something going. 2-2 the pitch. Sweeper away. 3-2. Get him to chase. Count is full to Mack. The pitch, and that's going to be popped up. Little jammer. Davis is under it, makes the catch. For outs number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Miami leading 2-1 over Pittsburgh. Due up for the Pirates will be Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, and Ryan O'Hearn. Again, kind of a big reason why this team has struggled today is that, well, there's been no hits generated from this part of the lineup. Lau's 0 for 3. Reynolds is 0 for 1, albeit he's had 2 walks. And O'Hearn is 0 for 3. So they are due for some hits. And hopefully, again, we can see some of that right here because the Pirates desperately need something right now. According to Google, the average team throws it between 140 and 150 pitches a game. The Pirates average 151 at a clip of 16.5 pitches per inning. Useless stat of the day. That's a pretty neat stat, though. So the Pirates just a little bit, about average. Interesting. 135, yep. 35 and 36. Again, both these teams are very much in the wild card race. Again, the Pirates only a game back from the last wild card spot, but held by the Padres and Cubs. Again, both teams tied for that spot at the moment. And, of course, the Marlins only 2 games back. So both these teams, again, very much alive, very much have their hopes high. And, again, it's a long season. Both teams still not out of it by any means at all. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I do appreciate you guys. We did hit 200 likes, so that is awesome. You guys are legends. I really appreciate that. Again, 200 likes is a really good milestone for the for streams. 150 is kind of the baseline that we've kept on going. 200 we do touch every so often, but more so as of late, so I do appreciate it. And of course, again, if you do like the content, make sure again to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Again, we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the beginning of football season. We're at 93.91, so it's been a really good day for the channel. I really do thank you guys. Thank you guys, Pirate fans, Marlin fans alike, for supporting the channel. As again, we're just 9 subscribers away. 9 of you guys were to do it, hit that subscribe button, we would hit 9,400 today. As again, the Pirates are taking the trip out west. I'll be back tomorrow, 9:40 Eastern, 8:40 Central. I believe that is the time. Again, I'll provide more accurate time at the conclusion of today's broadcast. Brandon Lau is 0 for 3. Again, he's due for a hit. We'll see what the Pirates can do here. Again, Meyer is not going to be out there. It's going to be Fauché. I don't recall if he's a righty or a lefty. I want to say he's a righty, but I could be wrong. I really could be. I probably am, to be honest. Showing some Sunday Night Baseball. I will not be covering Rangers, Red Sox. We'll start doing more of that soon. More of a Sunday Night Baseball, but not right now. Probably after the break, the All-Star break. We'll really get back into it. Again, I don't know, for those of you that did not know, I had a streak of about 60-something days in a row where I streamed. I was kind of on a tear there, but as of late, again, the Pirates are off. I kind of taken the day off. I'll be back. Calvin Fauché, again, 3.45 ERA. He'll be on the mound for the Marlins. He's a righty. These Pirates can take advantage. Okay, Lau's a lefty, so again, it should favor him. Of course, he's 0 for 3 against a righty today. Marlins bullpen this season, a 3.50 ERA. That's the 9th best in all of baseball. Opponent batting average, slugging, and OPS, that is the lowest. So I don't even know how they score, how they don't have the lowest ERA. But again, this bullpen really good. The Pirates will be, if they come back and win, they'll have earned it for sure. Yeah, Chad, it's been a really good day. 30 subs, almost 30 subs today. I'll be here tomorrow. Appreciate you, Russell. Come on, Buccos. These games add up. Can't keep failing to score on Skenes Day. Meyer's pretty filthy. There's that. Appreciate you, AJ. Thank you very much for your support of the channel. Folks, make sure to put a W for AJ in the chat. I do appreciate it, man. And yeah, Meyer was really good today. Pirates, again, they gotta somehow, some way get some runs against this bullpen. So Fauché on the mound, Lau at the plate. So we're back in action here in the bottom of the 7th. Marlins leading 2-1 over the Pirates. Fauché sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that's a foul ball. Diving attempt by the ball girl, could not make the play. Oh, and 1, the pitch to Lau. That's going to be off the plate, 1-1. And thank you guys for the W's. Appreciate it. Again, AJ, thank you. The 1-1, that's inside, 2-1, 93 on the cutter. Forrest is pulling for the Marlins, saying they got it. We'll see. I hope not. 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 94 on the cutter outside the zone. 2-2. Two and two to Lau. Fauché readies. Kicks and delivers. That's a chopper to second. Backhands it. Edwards throws to first for out number 1. And Lau is retired. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, 0 for 1 with the walk today. Saludos desde Mexico. Well, buenas tardes. Yee, how's it going? I gotta be pretty happy with the 2-0 win over South Africa. Fauché sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Reynolds looking at it. Would have indeed been a strike had he challenged. 1-1 to Reynolds as Reynolds asks for time again. An OPS of 810. He's just getting on base. Oh, 1 count. Fauché readies, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to left. That's going to be a foul ball. It's 0-2. Oh, and 2 counts. Fauché delivers as Reynolds sends this to right. On the run is the right fielder. Oh, and he took a bad route to the ball. Reynolds is going to second, and he's going to be safe. Look at that. The right fielder, I believe that was Ruiz, replacing Casey, was running straight to the ball, but no, that ball was going over his head. And that may have allowed Reynolds to go to second. I think it may have been a double anyway. Regardless, though, the Pirates with the runner in scoring position with 1 out, and that'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn, who's 0 for 3. As O'Hearn hits this to second, throws to first for out number 2. They're showing the replay and just finally cut back to live action. So O'Hearn moves Reynolds to third. He's just 90 feet away, the potential game-tying run. And Nick Gonzalez will be at the plate. Speedy Gonzalez is 2 for 3 today. 2 for 3. Let's see what Nicky G can do. He's got 31 RBIs on the year. Would love to see that tick up a little bit. Fauché delivers high and it almost hits Gonzalez. Oh, it did hit Gonzalez. It hit him in the elbow. So look at that. Nicky G on base, hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Tyler Callahan. 1 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Fauché leans in against Callahan. It's very windy now in Pittsburgh. Here is the pitch. Checks his swing. It's in there for a called strike. 97 on the cutter. 0-1. How's it going? Idris, how's it going from East Africa? Appreciate you, man. The 0-1 to Callahan inside on the cutter. 1-1. 96 on said cutter. Let's go, Theo. Welcome on in. One to Callahan. Reynolds at third. The pitch. That's downstairs. It's 2-1. Callahan has been terrific for the Pirates since being called up. Winds are definitely picking up. They are. We call this chat the drinks. Yeah, there's a lot of clinks by the... Everyone just does the beer emoji to greet one another. It's pretty neat. 2-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2, 96 again on the cutter. Big at bat here for, again, both teams. Marlins trying to keep the Pirates from leading. The Pirates, of course, trying to get some more runs because, geez, the Pirates have been really kept at bay. The pitch, that's off the plate. 3-2. As Gonzalez swipes second, so both runners in scoring position. So the base is open. You could attack Mangum. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go! We go to the top of the 8th. The Marlins leading 2-1 over the Pirates. That was unfortunate. Marlins keeping the Pirates at 1 run. Due up for the Marlins will be Connor Norby, Liam Hicks, and Otto Lopez. So there you go. Give me a sec. I'm going to change something real quick. And appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well with everyone tuning in. Yeah, that was a huge... That was not good there. Definitely did not need that. All right, we'll check out some scores across Major League Baseball real quick, as that's the end of the 7th. We'll see what's going on. Right now, the Mariners and the Nationals 1-1 as they go to the 4th, or bottom of the 4th, pardon me. The Padres leading 2-0 over the Orioles in the bottom of the 3rd. Diamondbacks and the Reds 1-1 in the top of the 3rd. The Yankees leading 2-0 over the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 2nd. The Mets leading 4-1 over the Braves in the bottom of the 2nd. Royals 1, Astros nothing in the top of the 2nd. The Dodgers leading 1-0 over the White Sox in the top of the 2nd. The Brewers leading 1-0 over the Phillies in the top of the 2nd. And the Cardinals tied up the Twins 0-0 at the end of 1. All right, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, folks. Again, appreciate you guys for the likes today, over 200 likes, so thank you for that. Make sure, again, to subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Again, I'll be back tomorrow, of course, for more Pirates and the A's. Again, if you're a Marlins fan, not really going to promise much of Marlins coverage. I haven't really covered much of other than the Pirates in the last few weeks. I normally do so. But again, my appeal to you, if you love the NFL, make sure to subscribe. Again, cover 5 games each week at minimum, sometimes 6. Sometimes 7, sometimes all that stuff. NFL games a week, so make sure, again, to subscribe there for more NFL coverage. Again, it's not just the Steelers channel, it's a channel for everybody. Channel for everybody. Again, just 7 subscribers away from 9,400. Brandon Bidwell is on the mound, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Connor Norby at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Bidwell with the 4.05 ERA. And he has looked really good. He's also looked really bad. He has been as inconsistent as they come. 0-1 to Norby. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt. 0-2. Storm alert in the Pittsburgh area. Oh, man. Would you like a rain delay? I would not. I want this game to be over with. How's it going, Seema? Welcome on in. 0-2 counts to Norby. Bidwell readies, kicks and fires inside, almost hits Norby. 1-2. Yeah, CB, I saw it as well. Yeah, Australia, if we don't score first, it could be a problem. 1-2 the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice pitch there by Bidwell. And that'll flip the lineup over for the Marlins, and Liam Hicks will be at the plate. He is 1 for 2 at the walk. And the Marlins, this is now their 4th time through the order. The Pirates are about to be on their 5th time through the order. Or not, pardon me, that's not true. They still have 3 at-bats. I misread that. But regardless, Pirates have had more appearances at the plate. Again, they haven't been able to take advantage. 0-1 to Hicks. Hicks has been their guy as far as power is concerned. 13 home runs for the powerful catchers. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Hicks with a single. So 1 out, 1 on at first. And Otto Lopez at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Davis and Bidwell having a chat. Looks like there's some issues there. Germany up 5 goals. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, they're up 4, but yeah, Germany's leading 5-1. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is wild, though, just considering the fact that the Pirates, of course, I've said it over and over again, and it is true, the Pirates with a great, ability to score runs, As here's the pitch to Lopez. Breaking ball downstairs, 1-0. And, you know, oftentimes losing games, 5-6, 8-9, stuff like that or whatever. The series, again, the Pirates offense hasn't done much. It's crazy. And, of course, the bullpen, for now, decent. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. And yesterday, the bullpen did not allow a run, which is shocking. 1-0 to Lopez. Jamaica messed up. Yeah, Jamaica. They're just always a disappointment. 1-1, Bidwell sets and delivers. That's in the dirt. Bidwell trying to get him to chase. It's 2-1 to Lopez. 7 subs away from 9,400. Yep. We're moving on up. Thank you guys for subbing today. You guys have been great. Hopefully I'll see you in a stream near you soon. 2-1, swing and a miss. Finally got him to swing there. Again, another breaking ball in the dirt. That's been what he's spamming there. And the count is even 2-2 to Lopez. Runner on first, 1 out. Lopez at the plate. Benoit readies. Kicks and deals. That's a ground ball, and that squeezes through between Triolo and Gonzalez for a base hit. Lopez now with an 8-game hitting streak. And now it's first and second with 1 out, and Kyle Stowers at the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day. All right, so Lopez takes this lead. The pitch to Stowers. That's a ground ball. Dive, it's off of Lau's glove, and that's going to score a run as Hicks is rounding third going to home, and the Marlins lead 3-1 with runners now in the corners. So there you go. Pirates offense really now needs to get something going as Pirates bullpen, well, looking like the Pirates bullpen this year. Again, just a little bit late. And Xavier Edwards will be at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Bidwell readies and delivers. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 again. Bidwell can look so good, can look so bad. That is just kind of his thing. I'm about to show a graphic. Took it away. What the heck was that? 0-1, Bidwell sets. And fires. That's going to be outside, 1-1. To Edwards. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Oh, and Edwards kicks the ball away, but it's going to be a dead ball, 1-2. To Edwards. Pirates haven't been good in the past 6 years. Yeah, it's been a struggle. Bullpen. So the Pirates bullpen, the last 16 games, 6.20 ERA, and they have walked 42 batters. That's 14% of the batters they face. So again, the Pirates bullpen has just been absolutely atrocious. That's why it feels way worse. Saw a stat earlier. Apparently they have a 4.4 something ERA. But no, it has been really horrible the last 2.5 weeks. Looks like we're seeing that bad side of it. And that's, of course, with the really good outing yesterday. Those numbers really somewhat misleading. Should be even worse. 1-2, Bidwell readies. Sets and fires. That's going to be scooped out to right center field on the run, and that is a diving attempt. Could not make the catch. It is now 4-1. Callahan gave it a good effort. So that is back-to-back singles for the Marlins, as this could get ugly. Pirates bullpen not doing a good job, just flat out. And of course, again, not like the bats have helped them out, but of course the bats have been carrying the weight all season. That's going to be upstairs 1-0. Hernandez 1 for 3 on the day. Again, has a home run. Murphy's going to slowly walk to the mound and chat it up with Benoit. I just don't know how many more times Charrington can look at the bullpen and see, yeah, this is fine. I just don't understand. I'd like to see him move at this point. Again, June is when you start making trades. That's when teams start moving players. You don't see as many, but, you know, obviously July is kind of when it starts really going down. But at what point do you, like, realize that this group of guys that the Pirates have is just not going to make it happen? I appreciate you, George, for hanging out. Skenes is now, he's on track to be 6-6. Yes, sir. That is what it's going to look like, barring a Pirates comeback. 1-0. Bidwell sets. Runners on first and second. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 1-1. Bidwell readies, looks back at second. He delivers. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. 2-1. Keeps on going for that pitch. It's worked every now and then. Two and one. Bidwell readies, looks back. And delivers. That's going to be popped up. Shallow. Well, maybe not as shallow as I thought, as Mangum is working his way in. And makes the catch. Throws it to third. Keeps the runner from going. So 2 outs. And that'll bring up Ruiz. Again, I don't have his first name. They have not provided for me that information. He has a double. He has a double in today's game. So plenty of game left. Oh, yeah, for sure. Again, the Pirates offense, again, obviously haven't played well, but definitely capable of coming back for sure. Bidwell delivers. That's, oh, and it hits Ruiz. Kind of a delayed reaction by Ruiz. He got hit and then decided to shake his hand. It was like a little bit of a delay. It's like he got hit in soccer. I guess he's been watching the World Cup or something. Regardless, it's going to be bases loaded. And Jacob Marcy make his way to the plate. Now the trainer's going to come out and look at Ruiz. Oh, it hit him in the pinky. Oh, yeah, it's got to hurt for sure. Germany now leads 6-1. Unbelievable. Jeez. Oh. That is pretty crazy that Germany leads 6-1. It's not really shocking. Man, they're showing that Marcy play again that he made, diving in center to make a great play. And Pirates would have probably scored 2 had he not made that catch. Possibly 3. But wouldn't have mattered anyway with the result that it is. Esturi Ruiz. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Esturi Ruiz. All right, so Kelly is going to have a visit, and that's going to be it for Benoit. Not too sure who the Pirates are going to bring out. He'll be tasked with trying to get an out before the Marlins score a run, another run. So another pitching change here in Pittsburgh. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. course, again, just a reminder of the wild card standings. The Pirates, if the result, of course, holds, they will drop to a game and a half back. Of course, that's barring any, decisions from the Padres-Cubs games. Padres, I believe, are up on the Orioles, so it's looking like the Pirates will be 2 games back, regardless of what happens with the Cubs game against the Giants. And, of course, again, the Marlins, they would kind of remain 2 games back if the Padres were to hold, as both teams would be 36 and 36. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream, the call. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. It is free. And, of course, again, we are 6 subscribers away from 9,400, so thank you for that. Thank you again for subbing to the channel. I really do appreciate it, as we, again, are growing and growing and growing. And, of course, again, we're just trying to get there by the time this hits 0. 87 days until the NFL season. That is the bread and butter of the channel. And that is where I am that's where I'm at my best. That's where the channel does its best. Hopefully I'll see you then. If you love the NFL, you'll love the channel. Yeah, Germany again up 5-1, just looking at it. And, of course, after this game, I'll be sure to redirect you guys over somewhere. Not too sure where. Not too sure who's on, but I'll be sure to redirect. Nationals are, the Nationals, again, they have a very high-powered offense. They are pretty much the Pirates, but to the extreme of, again, they can score a lot more runs than the Pirates, but they also can allow a lot more runs than the Pirates. So that is why the Nationals are what they are. We have a pitching change. It's going to be Isaac Mattson. Mattson is back in the majors. And what better way to introduce him to it than a high-stress situation? So bases loaded, 2 outs. Again, just needs an out. Mattson sets and delivers way upstairs. Ball 194 on the fastball, 1-0. And Mattson was terrific last year. This year was kind of getting shredded, though his stats are a little bit better than I remember. 4.12 ERA, but again, just kind of inconsistent. You can look in. The good was really good, the bad was really bad. 1-0, Mattson delivers. That's going to be fouled back, 1-1. Again, last year had an ERA in the 2s, was just really effective out of the pen. Doesn't really hold the runners as much, or hold the batter as much. Was really relying on messing up the hitter's timing. Not as much as that this year. 1-1, Mattson readies and delivers. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 1-2 to Marcy. One and two. Mattson sets again, bases loaded, 2 outs. Mattson kicks and delivers way outside, 2-2. And if you're just tuning in, Marlins 4, Pirates 1. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Welcome back to Pittsburgh, Mattson. But the Marlins do double their total today from 2-4. They lead 4-1 over the Pirates. Pirates will have to get something going offensively, as they look pretty offensive to my eyes. Jake Mangum, Jared Triolo, and Henry Davis will be up to bat. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if they did actually sub out Henry Davis for Andy Rodriguez. Yeah, the Pirates definitely will subscribe to this channel for sure, 100%. And of course, again, we'll check out the scores across Major League Baseball at the conclusion of this inning. So again, appreciate you guys. Again, feel free to chat down below. I try to get to the chat. Try to at least say hi if I do see you. But again, it's a chat-friendly channel. I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out for this one. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Chad, Denny, Jose, Duval. Again, welcome on in again to a lot of Marlins fans. Marlins fans really definitely making their presence heard. And Cloud. What you got there? He has his team winning 86 games. I can see 86. I really do. 86 was kind of what I think. I had 85. 86 will work. And Brian, thank you again for becoming a member today. Same thing with Jose. I appreciate it. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. The Marlins won the series out in LA. Yep. The Marlins again. You know, they're not a bad team. Not a bad team at all. Let's go, and Dan, welcome on in. Tommy, how's it going? The Pirates sub, you have to ban them. No need for, we don't need that negativity, this guy. That'd be pretty crazy. Like, hey, I'm Paul Skenes. Like, hey, what are you doing? You should be watching the game. What are you doing here? That tells me everything you need to know. Honestly, yeah, I'd actually get pretty upset if there was actually a Pirate guy, a Pirate player that subbed during the game. It's like, okay, well, you clearly are not focused. Tyler Zuber on the mound for the Marlins, 16.20 ERA. Has only appeared in a few games, though, so those numbers definitely skewed. But that means the Pirates, hey, if other teams can get him, then so can the Pirates. As that's inside 1-0 to Mangum. He was 2 for 3 on the game. 1-0 the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate. Call the strike. Mangum's going to challenge. He has a chance to win this. Pirates again haven't used any of their challenges. Looks like he just caught it. That's unfortunate. 1-1 to Mangum. One counts. Zuber readies, kicks, and delivers. That's in there for, well, actually, it's not called a strike. 2-1. Two and 1 to Mangum. Zuber delivers. That's inside. Almost hits Mangum. 3-1. They're fighting for 500, and we're trying to maintain 500. Yep, that's. And you got two teams here that will probably be involved with the wild card race in some sort of fashion in September. That's right down the middle for a called strike. 3-2. Three and 2 to Jake Mangum as Zuber readies, kicks, and delivers. That's a ground ball to third. Oh, it eats him up. Picks it up, throws to first. Mangum is safe. Oh, man, so that's just a flat out, I want to say it's an error, but I could be wrong. Who cares? He's on first anyway. I'll just put a reach on error. Looks like Sanoha switched out for Norby. All right, that'll bring up Jared Triolo's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch to Triolo. That's going to be inside. Call to strike. May have caught the zone there, I suppose. 0-1 to Triolo. 0-1 counts the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 0-2, pardon me, 0-2. Don't want to speak the truth. I think you have too many people that are very eager to see the Pirates 10 games below 500. And no, I disagree. Don't trade Skenes for prospects. That won't work out. That's going to be up to play 1 and 2. I think that's just probably the stupidest thing that baseball people do. Or yes, GMs do, is trading established stars for maybes. Like what? Like no other sport does that. I think that's why the Pirates are the way they are. 1 and 2, the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 1 and 2. It's to, you know, I get to shed payroll. But obviously, Skenes isn't making a lot of money. He's like making he's probably making $800,000. Probably making the league minimum. But no, I think that's the dumbest thing that baseball has done. 1 and 2, the pitch. As that's going to be sent out to right center field. Hernandez is under it, makes the catch, throws it in for round number 1. All right, Henry Davis is at the plate. He is 0 for 3. Then again, they might pinch hit him. We'll see. Yes, they are. So Rodriguez is going to be at the plate. Rodriguez definitely a much better bat. Germany's up 7-1. That is unbelievable. It's like Germany and Brazil. So Curaçao's pretty much Brazil. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Almost hits Rodriguez. 1-0. I mean, I would be less upset if they did that again whenever he was about to be a free agent. Then it's like, okay, you get what you can. 1-0, but now with 3 years left. So that's going to be in there for a called strike 1-1. One would count to Rodriguez. Zuber sets and delivers. That's a ground ball, foul ball. It's 1-2. Bob repeating what people have said the entire time. Bob, you can take those comments to Facebook. I don't want to hear them. You'll fit in on Facebook, man. 1-2 counts. Zuber sets and delivers. That's outside 2-2. 96 on the fastball. Saludos from Alexio, California. Hola, amigo. 2-2 to Rodriguez. The pitch is that's a ground ball to second. Possible double play. There's one. Throws to first, and he's out for out number 2. Or out number 3, pardon me. Double play. All right, on to the 9th inning. Marlins leading 4-1 over the Pirates. Due up for the Marlins will be Joe Mack, Connor Norby. No, pardon me, not Connor Norby. It's going to be Sanoha and then Liam Hicks. The Marlins making some changes. And thank you guys for hanging out for this one. Obviously, it's not looking good for the Pirates, but hey, it is what it is. We've lost 36 times. We've won 36 times. It's just the way baseball is. The best teams in baseball lose 70 games. That is the reality of it. And we'll check out some scores across MLB. All right, again, the Nationals 6, Marlins. Mariners 1, Padres 2, Orioles 1, Reds 2, Diamondbacks 1, Mets leading 4-1 over the Braves, Yankees 2, Blue Jays 1, the Dodgers leading 1-0 over the White Sox, Royals 1, Astros 0, Cardinals and the Twins 0-0, Brewers 1, Phillies 0, and that is all for now. Of course, that'll probably be the last time we check out scores across baseball today. Might as well check out what's happening tomorrow. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Win or lose, I'm always here. Again, the Pirates play the A's at 9:40 Eastern, 8:40 Central. Hopefully I catch you guys for that one. Again, it's going to be a late game, so might not be a big crowd at all, but, you know, it is what it is. I'll still be here regardless. All right, moving that over. Rain coming in the 9th, raining at my home, 35 miles. Oh, wow. All right, we'll see. Looks like Madsen is still out there. The rich team, the poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's us. It's an unfair game. Exactly. Here's the pitch to Mack, because that's going to be upstairs ball. When I'm not too sure if it's raining. I don't think it's raining yet. Ozuna's not pitching now. 1-0 counts. Madsen readies. Mack awaits the pitch. Breaking ball downstairs, 2-0. Win or lose, I'll be here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Highway. 2-0. 2-0 to Mack. Madsen delivers. Fastball outside, 3-0. Man, looking forward to just a new series because, yeah, the Pirates bats again just Could not get anything going. 3-0 is going to be 3-1 as that's in there for a called strike. Marlins analytics was just too good. That's what the Pirates need to start doing. It's just whatever the Marlins do, the Pirates need to figure that out. The 3-1, swing and a miss, strike 2, right down the middle. Mac could not get it. And thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it again. Russell, thank you very much. Three and 2 counts. The Marlins facing the Phillies, Giants, and the Rangers. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be popped up. That's going to be a foul ball. Pirates, of course, will be going to Sacramento and then Colorado. They'll be going to Denver. The 3-2, that's going to be fouled back as Mac is just fighting everything off at this point. 3-2. So Mac, again, they go to the A's, they go to the Rockies, and they come home for the Mariners. So taking on the West Coast. They are hosting the Mariners, of course. 3-2, the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs, ball 4. So Matson walks Mac. It's kind of looked wild there. All right, and that'll bring up Sanoja. Pinch hitting for Norby. Walk-off grand slam, yeah, that'd be nice. Don't think it happens, though, but it'd be great. The pitch showing bunt. It is down, and it's going to roll foul. And good decision by Matson and Gonzalez to let it roll. That looked like it was a really good bunt. It just kept going left. Support the Pirates because of your dad. Gotcha. Sweep the A's would be great. For the A's, again, they're kind of like the Pirates, a team that can put up runs but also allows a lot. So we'll see. We'll see how that series goes. And it's always hard to win on the road. It's always a challenge. 0-1 is Sanoja. Matson readies. Sanoja pulls for the bunt, pops it up, and Matson makes the catch. So Sanoja with a bad bunt for out number 1. That'll flip the lineup over for Liam Hicks. Liam Hicks is 2 for 3 on the day with the walk. First time in 5 games. Yeah, no, whenever it's not on Sportsnet, Pittsburgh, it's synced up pretty well. So that's going to be 1-0. That misses upstairs. If it's on Fox Sports, FS1, it might be synced up. If it's Fox, I might be way behind. That'll probably be ahead by a pitch or 2. 1-0 count. Matson readies. And delivers. That's a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. 1-1 to Hicks. One and 1. Runner on first, 1 out. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball gets behind Rodriguez. And the runner will take second. And Rodriguez definitely not the defensive catcher as Davis is. Of course, that one was way inside. Two and 1. Matson sets. Looks back at second. The pitch. That's upstairs. 3-1. Appreciate you, Tim, for hanging out. That was behind field. Yeah, I know. That's the worst. Acrisure is the stupidest name. It's horrible. 3-1. Matson sets. Looks Looks back at second. Looks back again. The pitch. And that's upstairs. Ball 4. Madsen just losing control as he's walked both runners. So first and second, 1 out. Kelly going to chat with his pitching coach, see what he wants to do. As Otto Lopez will be at the plate. He's 1 for 4. I don't think the Steeler jersey worked today. Madsen readies. And fires. That's a break ball upstairs. 1-0. Madsen again just cannot hit the strike zone at this point. Otto Lopez batting .357 with runners in scoring position this year. Just gets even better under pressure. The 1-0. Sweeper outside. 2-0. Madsen just again, like I said, just... He's trying to get him to chase on purpose or what, but just flat out cannot hit it. Cannot hit the strike zone. 2-0. Madsen readies, kicks, and delivers right down the middle for a called strike. 2-1. You know, this game was kind of flying by, but now it's, well, it might hit the 3-hour mark. That's what it may do. 2-1. Madsen looks back at second, kicks and delivers. That's in there for a called strike. 2-2. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Again, Raul, you don't need to attack the Marlins, man. I appreciate your support of the Pirates, but the Marlins fans haven't been bad at all. They've been actually very good. Like I said, I mean, if this is the Dodgers or, you know, a fan base that is pretty obnoxious, yeah, that's all fair game, I think. But the Marlins fans have not been mad at, haven't been mean about it at all. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 2-2. Doing any World Cup games? I'll do a few. Very little. Very little. Doesn't seem like the World Cup is doing well for streamers. But we'll see. 2-2. Here's the pitch to Lopez. That's popped up. Madsen looking back. Rodriguez appears to be under it. And he makes the catch. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Kyle Stowers. Stowers is 1 for 4. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Madsen kicks and deals. That's going to be a slow grounder to third. Gonzalez charging in, throws to first, and he's out. Sorry, I didn't know what I was saying there, but regardless, he's out. So Madsen, despite all the craziness of walking everybody, doesn't allow a run. All right, we go to the bottom of the ninth, where the Pirates will have one more chance to try to make this thing a winnable thing. Again, they, of course, are 2-3 on this homestand. Not looking good, but it is what it is. Horwitz, Lau, and Reynolds will be due up, and again, hopefully more Pirates will be at the plates. Hopefully we see a plethora of Pirates at the plates. All right, so we'll have a great ninth inning. I hope so. The final showdown, the final countdown. Acrisure business or Steeler fan? I guess so. I just wish it was Hines. I am not going to go, Tim. No, it's just way too expensive. And I know Jaguar's doing it. Jaguar's been he's getting total views wise really good, but as far as per moment there, oh gosh, that's the wrong screen. Like he can have like 50 people in the chat like at one point. That's just it's not good for the channel. So again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. Again, apparently we're 5 subscribers away. I know it's been going back between 5 and 6, so someone's messing around here. But it is what it is. But make sure again to subscribe. Again, just I'll say 6 subscribers away from 9,400 would be great to conclude the series with that, as we're again trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this. By the time that hits 0, hopefully we have 10,000. So I'll have to make the little thing here a little bit bigger. But thank you guys again. It's been a great day as far as the channel. Not so much for the Pirates, but again, the day is not over. The game is not over. Maybe they can make something happen here with Spencer Horwitz at the plate again. 0 for 3 with the walk. It looks like the Marlins going to bring out Pete Fairbanks. He has 8 saves on the year. Not been really good, to be honest with you. 6.63 ERA. He seems like he's a Pirate just based on his numbers. So maybe the Pirates can take advantage. Fairbanks on the mound. Here is the pitch to Horwitz. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 as we're underway here in the bottom of the 9th. The Pirates trying to salvage this series. Trying to get something. Trying to salvage this homestand. 0-1. The pitch. Fastball up and he chases. That's going to be a foul ball. 0-2. How much are match tickets for group games? They're pricey. That's all I can really tell you. I don't really know the specifics, but they were 4 digits. That's what I was looking at, and it was ridiculous. I was just disgusted. I know a few years ago I was really looking forward to possibly going to some games. Of course, that was before I started the channel, but with how expensive they are, I'm good. It's not for me, apparently, as that's going to be upstairs. Oh, that's a horrible call. Horwitz going to challenge. Oh, my gosh. That fastball was at his shoulders. Maybe not that, but regardless, Horwitz going to win this challenge. Umpire wants to go home, apparently. This guy needs to calm down. That was way upstairs. 1-2 to Horwitz. To be honest with you, I don't remember the last time the Pirates won a challenge, but I'll take it. 1-2 to Horwitz. Fairbanks sets, rocks, and fires. Called strike 3, struck him out. I mean, that was just pathetic. That was above the knees. That was just a good pitch to hit. Horwitz with a bad day. 4 strikeouts for him. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 0 for 4. Again, for some reason, the top of the lineup just could not get anything going. Fairbanks readies as he faces Lau. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fold him with the slider. 0-1. Fairbanks delivers. That's going to be not called a strike, but looks like the Marlins going to challenge. They're going to win. It's going to be 0-2 to Lau. That was a good pitch at the knees. That's a good challenge by the Marlins. 0-2 to Lau. Fairbanks readies. Here's the pitch. That's it almost hits Lau. I'm surprised it didn't. And it's 1-2, 97, just right at Lau. Lau just extending it, getting out of the way. 1-2 to Brandon Lau. Brewers are good. They are really good. 1-2. Fairbanks readies, sets, and delivers. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the Pirates are down to the last out. As Brian Reynolds will come to the plate. The last hope for the Pirates. 1 for 2 in the day with a couple of walks. He's been on base 3 times. One of the few Pirates to really get on base. Gonzalez got on base 3 times. Top of the Pirates lineup, 1 for 15 on the day. That's just not going to work. Reynolds, of course, the only guy that's been able to do something. Is that sent out to center field? Back at the wall, and that ball is gone. Ryan Reynolds again. He wants to win. Clear the deck, cannonball coming. Of course, it's one of the more less enthusiastic calls I'll ever have for the Pirates, as it's now 4-2. That is Brian Reynolds' 8th home run of the season, so hoist a cone for what it's worth. All right. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He's 0 for 4 on the day. As Fairbanks delivers a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1. Again, Reynolds. Can't get mad at Reynolds. He's been playing great baseball offensively, defensively for the last month or so. The pitch. That's off the plate, 1-1. Yes, there's breweries up there, I believe, in Milwaukee. Too little, too late. Oh, for sure it is. Here's the 1-1 O'Hearn, as that's a swing and a miss, strike two, and the Pirates are down to their last strike. One and two to O'Hearn. Fairbanks looking for save number 9. He sets and fires. That's going to be fouled back as O'Hearn keeps the game alive for one more pitch. One and two. Fairbanks sets and delivers as O'Hearn sends this to center field. Backing up as a center fielder, and Marcy makes the catch at the track for out number 3. And the ball game is over. The Marlins win 4-2. The Marlins improve to 36 and 36. The Pirates fall to 36 and 36. It happens, you know. And the Pirates just could not get any runs this series. The Marlins did a really good job at keeping the Pirates in check. Only 2 runs today. Of course, the Pirates scored 3 runs yesterday. That was a win. And, of course, only 3 runs on Friday. But, of course, the Pirates, the pitching was very bad. That's just how it goes. So that is your final. Again, the Pirates will fall to 2 games back of the wild card. And the Marlins will remain 2 games back of the wild card. Folks, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you enjoyed it. And, again, I'll be back tomorrow at 9:40 Eastern, 8:40 Central for Pirates Athletics. Hopefully, I'll see you then. Again, we're just 4 subscribers away. Again, if all 300 of you guys were to subscribe right now, we would hit 9,400 with ease. So make sure to subscribe. It is free. And of course, I'll update that for tomorrow. But that's going to do it for me. I will catch you guys later. If you guys do want some more coverage, I'll be redirecting you guys at the conclusion of the song, of the sign-out song here on Dr. Delay. So thank you guys for watching the Dr. Delay Network. And I'll see you next time right here on Dr. Delay for the Athletics and the Pirates tomorrow at 9:40 Eastern. Catch you guys later. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace. And catch you later.
Scoreboard glowing through the summer haze. Crowd still buzzing from the final play. Some teams celebrate, some walk away. But tomorrow brings another game. Fastballs under the city lights. Late night drives and highlight nights. Every inning tells a story new. And we got to live it here with you. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. From coast to coast, every team, every town. Dr. Delay signing off for now. From the Bronx to the Western Coast, Chicago Knights and St. Louis Hopes, Dodger Blue and Pittsburgh Gold. Every season writes its soul. Seattle Rain and Houston, Texas heat, Atlanta crowds on their feet. 30 teams chasing October dreams. Baseball means more than it seems. Yeah. Black and gold, vodka by the river shine. PNC lights look good at night. Win or lose, we still believe that one great season waits ahead. Commanding spirit in the air, every summer still feels there. And when the final out fades away, we'll see you next time on Dr. Delay. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. Thanks for riding with us through every play. Good night from Dr. Delay.